Hello, everyone, and welcome to Failed Save. My name is Vince Casso, and I am your DM who's in way too deep for this campaign. This is episode 40 of our series and is titled Point of No Return. This show utilizes the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game system in my homebrew setting Boros, and is completed by a wonderful cast of adventurers. Let's meet them. Adventurers.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Is it me first, I think?
Streamception. Yes.
I heard myself.
It's
Xander Genre. I'm here to play. I'm Bora for both Paladin Ranger. Married and on a boat. We're on a ship now. Oh, my bracelet's over there.
Looks like you're single now, babe.
Oh, no.
Hey, a lot of couples do this when they go on a cruise.
Oh, boy. Put your key in the bowl.
I'm not concerned. Our relationship is fine.
Well, we'll see about that. Hi, I'm Abria. Hi, Angar. Playing. I always have to check because I never remember my character's name. Fess.
Wow.
No, because I'm always afraid of Jiren because I was dead for a little bit. Remember?
Yeah, that time you died.
No,
The
I
time
can't
I
remember
died?
that at all. I don't think it happened, actually.
Wow.
Well,
Also-
we'll see because maybe Jiren's dead now. So.
Oh God.
I
It's
forgot
entirely
something.
possible.
If I could
Oh,
quickly interject that I use he, him pronouns, but Bora uses she, her. You
Hey!
got it before
We did
Bria.
Here's the thing: you're supposed to finally forget, and then
No.
we can all feel better.
No.
Damn it!
I
All right.
refuse.
Both my character and my pronouns are she, her.
And hi, I'm Sage Ryan, but tonight I am Dazzle, your fallen Aasimar warlock, and we both use she, her pronouns, and I got wings that work now, baby. I'm unstoppable.
Hell yeah.
Unflappable.
Hey, I'm Anthony Carboni, and I will be playing Chirp
Flappable.
Burbington, your honest, forthright, and caring
All
Aarakocra
right.
monk. And our pronouns are both he, him.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Bray, and I'm playing Ella Britt, your Turtle Death Cleric. And I remember how to play this game. It took me a second. It's only been a week, and I'm sure everything was totally normal, right? While I was gone, everyone behaved themselves.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And both our pronouns are she, her.
And I'm Jean DeVivo, and tonight I'm going to be playing Murray. Very, very lovely Murray, who's now trapped on a boat with a woman who makes some muffins, but he mostly just wants to hide from her. And my pronouns
what?
are she. Oh, Barbara and me.
That's right.
Barbara's here.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Barbara's
Barbara.
Oh yeah, this is a kinky
pink
boat.
romancer.
Yeah,
Pink
she's a
romancer.
pink romancer.
Romancer.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all,
right.
I'm staying
Yeah.
in the shell.
Hey, is this episode
Hey,
called
can
Kinky
I
Boats?
come in? Can I come in?
That's
Thank you,
At
Xander.
your studio apartment.
It's my favorite musical.
Kinky boats. Oh, my
Yeah.
I
God.
love it.
Go.
Well, I'm she, her, and Murray uses he, him.
And
Wow.
remember that you at home have a righteous amount of power over our story. We have a series of donation tiers allowing you to do everything from banking up rerolls, making anything aside from a player character thick as hell, kicking off a The Office-style confessional cam, spawning everyone's favorite slimy protagonist Guy, and finally, you can kick off a reality warp, peeling away the tapestry for a short time, revealing visions, helping or hurting the party, spawning NPCs, and more from the twisted tear in our world. And if we hit our goal for the night, we will premiere the next episode of our special side quest, a very pet adventure, The Cooperative of the Acorn. But for now, it's time for a story. Our last episode saw our heroes fleeing Bora and Fess's dream wedding, hunted by the Kasai, led by a mysterious captain leading the charge. Fights broke out for all of our crew, with Ella being downed by some kind of knockout spell, the Kasai apparently attempting to take her alive before being thwarted by Murray. Chirp tried to fight their new strange leader, but was swiftly overwhelmed, and the party made their escape into the jungle.
All right.
Heralded via secret code by Nitram and Silas. Nitram casts an alchemical spell over the party, allowing them to move ethereally through the jungles for a short time, unbeknownst to the Kasai patrols. They nearly stumbled into one of Sarunan's booby traps, one that evidently turns a person's bones into swarms of fire ants, but
So
deftly
disturbing.
avoided it. Before tricking a patrol of Kasai to run straight into it. It was upsetting. Proceeding to the docks, the group discovered a massive blockade of ships barring access to the mainland and patrolling the island. and with just one ship, there was little chance of escape. Suddenly, frothing in the ocean, and the Kombucha burst from the sea, its slim crew waving and asking not to be murdered, apparently delivered as a gift from Thickbeard. Seeing they now had access to 2 ships, that's when Nitram volunteered to take the triumphant trio's vessel and lead the blockade away as a distraction. Silas stepped up to join him to Chirp's protest, but they swore they would return safely. Fess suggested Jiren, being a skilled druid, join them to watch their backs. She agreed. Before leaving, Nitram placed a hand on Ella's shell and apologized he could not bid her a proper goodbye, but he told her he had made a promise to Rulik that he'd look out for her, and he wasn't about to break it now. They set off.
He killed her. Weird.
Hi, everybody.
No, just kidding.
They set off, swiftly catching the blockade's attention and leading them south. The rest of the group boarded the Kombucha and set off west. The Kazuric blockade is distant now, working southbound down the coast. The rest of your journey, very short, proceeds quickly and without incident as you anchor a little ways out from the Eregion coast and dinghy in. The crew waves down from the deck of the ship as you arrive on shore. We'll keep her on the water for you. Let us know should you need ferry again. Good luck.
Good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you do the thing again so we don't lose the boat?
Oh yeah, we might kill you if you run away.
Oh,
That wasn't really the thing. I thought that Nazik did a thing.
Oh, no,
Not
I'm
like the
still
threat.
tracking them.
I thought
them.
that's just what I thought that's what we do when we leave a boat. I'm sorry.
Threaten?
That's fair.
No, we do kind of do that.
Oh.
We threaten a
Your
lot.
feet are on dry land. All of you. In total, we have Hilga, Finch, the Silver Sterling, Nugget, Harold and Belinda Farfoot, Thea Goldage, Sarun and Vree, Uretheric, Kaelin from Ajiha, Nebkim, Milvert, Barbara or Bara, Kimph, Steady of Feet, Nazik, Lirin, and the 5 surviving members of the Small Shadows. It's a motley crew, this new rebellion.
Some of those were fake.
Yeah.
These are all people you've met before, sir.
Says
Oh,
you.
no. Who's that guy? And I just point to someone in the crowd.
Oh yeah, that guy just wandered in from the beach.
Doesn't even go here.
Sorry, I'm just looking for coins.
Oh, that's fair.
I wanna hear this. So I'll look over to Finch.
Hello. Finch stole what appears to be a little bit of just the crust. Like, I don't know if it was her or someone else, but someone hauled out all the soft inner bread from an entire loaf, like through a hole in the side, and she's just working her way now through the crust, nibbling at it.
I'm gonna assume it was her. I am super glad you're alive. We have thought you were dead a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Well, almost came close there at the wedding. It was little bit nerve-wracking, but I pulled through. Glad to be with the group again. It's nice to be with, fighting the rebellion and hopefully having a better shot at it this time.
Hey, do you get put in danger of dying more when we're around?
Great
Oh,
question.
well, yeah.
I was just curious if it was always like this. Like, are you always almost dying, or is it just when people are around us?
Well, I had a pretty rough go of it after the Battle of Gold Sea Fields, kind of on my own for a bit there. And, well, until I saw your post on a notice board over in, where was it? In a Jiha in the town square there. And I thought, oh, they're nice and they're alive. They survived. So I'll go to the wedding.
Okay, great. Well, good job not dying.
Oh, I mean, there's still time.
Having worked all the way through the night escaping the island, everyone take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Wait, even me?
Shit. You slept the whole night, didn't you?
You did.
Oh, you had
And
a
the whole day
night.
too.
Hang on. Am I conscious? Can I get out of my shell now, or is
You
there
do,
like a
you
bit?
do awaken, as a matter of fact, as the dinghy pulls into land and everyone begins to step out.
Hey, everybody, what I missed? Oh, hi, Murray.
Oh,
Wait,
hi.
weren't you dead?
Was I?
Aren't you?
No, she's been in the backpack.
Oh, it's good to see you up and about.
I'm gonna put you down now. Ow.
Oh, sorry. All right.
All right, use the legs.
Yep.
Squat. No, I'm squatting. You stand.
I'm
I was giving you time. I was getting you closer to the ground.
okay. No, I appreciate that because you are taller
This
than I am.
meeting
I
is
got
being recorded. The recording has stopped.
Ah.
Just yelled at all of
What the
our ears.
hell
Don't
was
worry about it, everybody.
I think you
Okay,
left
Siri.
some things on in your
I
in your
clicked a random
apartment.
button. That was totally on me. Well,
Anyway,
as Ella comes awake,
sorry.
Oh,
hear
I
that?
came into
Good
consciousness.
chat.
I'm recording all of y'all.
Honestly, kind of
That
tracks.
was Fedor.
Ella
Look,
coming online.
We called you Narc for a reason. This is pretty on brand.
Ella's wearing a fucking wire.
If you're wearing a wire, you
Uh,
have to tell us.
I'm wearing a wire.
As
I'm wearing a wire, y'all.
as Ella bugs the dinghy, we actually have a confessional for the Farfoots.
Oh, my parents!
So, you know what? I gotta say, it's been a long time since I've had a whole night without sleep like that, and on a boat. Oi, I swear to God, I threw up over the side at least 5 or 6 times. Harold had to hold my hair. That's right, honey, but you know what? You still make it look good. Anyway, we've been on the farm now for like, I don't know, how old is Bora? For years and years and years, farming turnips and potatoes. And you know what? Having now been on the open road and getting into all this adventure for so long, I don't miss it. It's nice being out here with our daughter, being able to actually, make a difference in the world. And, well, haven't really gotten into a proper fight yet, so we're gonna see how that goes. These old bones need a little bit of lubing up, if you know what I mean. And I don't have a weapon, so we'll need to work all of that out. But for now, we got the family back together. And, Harold's never looked so young in his life. Look at this strapping, virile, beautiful man over here. You know what? Hang on, I gotta take care of something.
Oh my God!
What?
And
No, I am taking my parents away from you. You do not get to play with them anymore.
and Harold and Belinda take off.
You crossed
into the
too many
brush.
lines.
No, you know
Mickey
what?
Mouse!
It's good. It's good that they still have a healthy relationship after all these years.
Okay.
Hey,
don't
Bora,
want
babe,
those
that's
words.
super sweet. I hope that we're 1,000,000 years old someday and still weirdly horny.
It's weird that she said it all out loud.
Yes, a lot of that was actually very much like a conversation for
Yeah.
sure. That was
She
not
does
in her
not have
head.
an internal monologue.
It was over the continental breakfast.
I was just trying to get bacon, but I
my
learned
apple
the thing.
slices are ruined.
Hey,
Oh,
hang on.
okay.
Is everyone else when they're doing it? They're just talking in their head. They're not talking to someone in their head. I've been doing this wrong. There's a whole crew.
As you all assemble on the hill here, which is now picking up from the beach a little bit, Lirin gathers their things from the dinghy as well and approaches you all. I think a rest would probably do us good. We're not going to be much use if we're dead tired on the march.
Do you think we should set up a camp, or is there someplace we could stay nearby?
Well, there's not really much nearby in terms of towns. And right now, you can even see on the horizon, the morning sun is just breaking. Like, it's just inching daylight over the horizon. We're probably safe to camp here for a bit. After all, this is where Nykram and Silas and Jiren said they'd meet us. Once they're able to dock, they'd
Good. That's a good
reconnoiter with us
point
here.
that I totally remembered and now agree with you.
I'd hate to wander off somewhere deeper into the brush and leave them in the lurch.
Yeah.
I don't sleep, so I can stay up and watch. I would
Yeah,
just,
you can just kick it.
super love to sit down because don't sleep, do get tired.
After that, I suppose our goal would be Besnos. How we'll sack it, with just us, I don't really know, but we'll figure something out.
Sabotage.
Just Murray in the
You hear
corner.
the whisper from a bush.
Yeah. I'm still hiding in the. I'm
Hiding from Barbara.
I'm
But you gotta chip in. You gotta get the conversation.
Oh no, I'm making camp amongst the bushes, and you just hear sabotage from the bush.
Right. I'm gonna pitch my lean-to and get a few hours of sleep.
I'm sorry, you're gonna what?
Pitch my lean-to. I'm gonna make a lean-to.
That's very funny because like pitching a tent, I get it, and I yo, everyone got real horny at our wedding, and
Hang on.
What?
Dazzle, do you not know what a lean-to is?
Also, I think you're putting horniness onto us. I think you're putting your horniness onto us.
Me?
I don't feel.
I
I
mean,
don't
you're
feel any
supposed to be
hornier
horny
than
at your
normal.
own wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's supposed to.
but
Yeah, I didn't
and
get
that's
horny
fine.
at your wedding.
You guys never had your wedding night. I'm sorry. That's a
You
shame.
took care of it.
Yeah, we're good.
Whoa, okay. I don't even know that. All right.
You brought it up.
I like
Okay.
the terminology took care of it. I like that Bora just checked it off on her bullet journal.
How did you know about my bullet journal?
Come on, everybody knows
What
about
are
your bullet
bullets?
journal.
Fantasy bullet. Fantasy bullet journal.
Bullet. It's a little
Your
marker that you
journal.
put in a list and nothing else.
Yeah, I'm going to get some rest also. We kind of need to make a plan. It's probably easier once Nightcrawler and Silas are back, because they're like kind
Wait,
of the
where did
leaders of
Nightcrawler
this
go?
rebellion.
What?
Oh my god, you were
Another
asleep.
ship.
Yes, Nightcrawler was a distraction to lead the Kaziric fleet away.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be okay.
He's probably fine.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
He said he'd be fine.
Then he will be fine.
Nazik and many of the others assemble an ad hoc camp on this hill, shaded from the early morning sun and kind of disguised from the sea as well, so a passing ship wouldn't see you all. And they all lay down to rest for a few hours. Are you all going to join them, or
Yeah, I
do
need a
something
break.
else?
Yeah, I don't want the level of exhaustion for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
For sure.
I can start with a watch if y'all need.
Yeah, I'll swap out for a watch too.
We also have Dazzle.
I
Yeah,
won't
but
be sleeping.
Dazzle has attention problems
Sure.
sometimes, a little bit.
I thought you were just saying because it would be nice to keep me company.
That
No, of course that's why, but also like the mind wanders and I respect it.
Are you feeling
doing
Dazzle's
an evil
forehead?
check?
I am feeling Dazzle's
People check.
forehead. How you
Roll
feeling?
me. You can roll insight.
All right, then I will.
Is it weird that we keep figuring out if you're evil? Does that
That's
like,
a
hurt your
23.
feelings?
No, I want
Nice.
to make sure I'm not evil. I'm just not sure this is effective, to be honest.
Dazzle,
But I
what
let
is
him do
your...
it 'cause it
Excuse
makes
me,
him feel
I'm
better.
a monk. I do monk things.
Does that
I can feel an aura or whatever. I don't know.
I mean,
What's
we
an
also have some paladins, but what?
You're not...
What was the question? I heard Dazzle does.
Nah, baby, you're a
Um,
ranger now.
Not sure. You're not
Yeah.
picking up. You're not picking up much. Not much more than you would before. Nothing's really changed as far as you can tell.
In all of my monkish wisdom, I have decided that there is no more evil, okay? I'm going to bed.
Thank you for your service.
I pop
You're
out
very
of the
welcome.
bush.
Huh?
If you, I'll keep you company if you need it, and more so just because, you know, in case you fall asleep unintentionally. You know what I mean?
Well,
We don't need any more people tattooing you.
I don't
That's
think
right.
I'm not supposed to be able. I can't sleep. It's fine. I'll stay up for a watch, and then once you've gotten enough sleep, you can wake up and keep me company. And I will keep an eye on you, and I'll just like message into Murray's head. Because it feels like Barbara might be being a little clingier than you're comfortable with. I'm catching a vibe.
I'm really not used to it.
It's okay. I'll sit up next to you while you sleep.
There no cuddles. I want cuddles.
I'll
And
cuddle
yes,
Murray.
I'd say, Murray, you are uniquely exhausted amongst the group here.
Oh, right.
Am I 2 levels of exhaustion?
I'd say let's give it to you.
Emotionally.
If
Oh,
Murray would like to, he can like curl up kind of on me while I sit up and
Just
keep
purr.
watch. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great. So
Protect.
you all kick
Or
back for a
some
few hours of
leftover
rest.
wax.
Oh,
And I will say, once you awaken, you will be able to pull off a level of exhaustion. It's a short nap, but it's enough to get you by. Fess, however,
Well,
as you're resting, and Dazzle here is taking a little bit of a watch. Were you taking first watch? Were you trusting Dazzle with that, or were you?
I was trusting her for the first one.
Oh, I was
Okay,
gonna
great.
stay up anyway.
Oh, great. So
Not
then,
because I don't trust you, it's because I literally just woke up, sweetheart.
yeah.
it's so actually, Ella, you're fresh as a daisy. So yeah, so you're hanging out with Dazzle.
Hey.
By all means, and
I got
Fess,
a Murray curled up around me.
you are
Aw.
getting a bit of well-deserved rest. However, as you kick back and fade into sleep, you do find your mind flitting in and out of consciousness a little bit, and you hear sounds just on the edge of your mind, and it's impossible to tell if they're miles away or right next to you. And you hear the crashing of great waves, the whistle of arrows, the blasting of cannons. You hear orders barked in frightened and harried voices, blinding flashes of light and searing flame, and you feel things as well. You feel sorrow, regret, and fear, and before long, it startles you awake. And it actually has been quite some time. At least a couple hours have gone by. Ella, Dazzle, two people who did not need to sleep, have been taking care of the watch in the meantime, and the sun is rising much higher in the sky. Fess, aside from those two, you are the only other one awake, startled by what you just experienced. And the world around you is quiet, but your mind is drawn out to sea just a little bit. What do you do?
I think Fast wakes up and was like about to like kind of did like the about to scream start and then like covers it like I have to pee. I'm going to go pee.
You hear Bora mumble, and then she'll take like her arm lazily off of Fess and roll over.
This massive blue arm.
And she like kind of like ducks up from under it and like gives a little kiss, just whatever is closest to her face, and does a smooch and gets up and kind of pads off in the direction of the sea.
Wonderful. You look out. The ocean laps in rhythm against the rocks, but is otherwise calm. Although, roll me a perception check.
Although,
Is my round of exhaustion gone?
Yes.
Okay.
You had enough of a little nappy nap.
Ooh. Do we have any reroll?
We have 3.
I would love.
Oh no, we got a bunch more. We got a bunch.
Thank you. All right, let's try that
I was gonna say,
again.
I am back, y'all.
Some are earmarked for you, Kaylee.
yay!
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you rolled really well while you were gone.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
17.
Okay.
'Cause it's not Ella.
You can make out something dark drifting toward you on the current, toward the beach where you landed. It's actually a lot of somethings. They seem to be settling in that small inlet next to the camp where you all pulled up in the dinghies.
Oh shoot. Hate to see that. Crap. What would I do? Gotta do a sneak. I'm gonna pull out one arrow and just lay it on the ground in the direction that I'm going. Because I don't want to wake people up if I'm just freaking out over nothing. Because I might be asleep. I might be dead already. Who could say?
Who's to say? Who's
Yeah.
to say?
Tell.
So Dream Me puts a thing out there, and I'm gonna go see if I have to incept myself and like head over and try to sneak and see what's going on.
Sure, roll me a stealth check.
Cool. I
This
cast
wasn't a
Toss Without
sandwich.
Trace on myself first. All right. Let's try that one more time. Please be a high. There we go. 36.
Wow.
Mercy alive. Great. Well, you approach, and as you do, it looks just like splotches of color against the water at first. Until getting a little bit closer, you are able to pick out some shapes. They are angular and splintered, and you realize these are pieces of wood,
Oh.
pieces of a ship. crates, provisions, bits of sail and rigging. There are smaller pieces of detritus also scattered amongst, but you're a little bit too far to see those.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Ugh, what kind of wood is it, Vince? Would it be like the boat that I sent my sister on, Vince?
Would you like to approach more closely?
I would like to approach the boat.
You step out onto the beach. Your feet are now being just kissed by the water as it comes in, close enough to see where these pieces are settling along the shore. And you do indeed see this side paneling that seems to, and look, a lot of boats look very similar.
Shut your mouth.
The wood does appear to look quite similar to the boat that Nykrum, Silas, and Jiren left in, and there also is something else here as well. Torn, frayed, waterlogged, and laying at your feet, a hemp and corn silk bracelet that Jiren always wore. She wove it herself, and it was supposed to be nearly unbreakable.
Is it broken?
Oh, it's frayed, it's torn at either end. And next to it, shreds of a tunic that you recognize as being worn by Nykrum before he took off. And the fabric is bloody. Far too bloody.
I'm going to pick up the bracelet and I like tie it on the. I spend like too much time. Like she is refusing to process this outwardly, but as she slowly tries to tie the bracelet onto her own wrist, all of her manual dexterity is just gone, and it takes way too long. But eventually she ties it on and then goes and picks up the bloody tunic and kind of tucks that away inside her coat. And I just want to do one more sweeping look. Like, is there any way I can construct like the mental gymnastics I am attempting to do right now? Vince,
Hell yeah.
that like, there's gotta be some way that this is like a part of the boat or some sign that like, there's not enough material here, that maybe the like lifeboats, I don't know if old-timey ships have lifeboats because I don't know how boats work, got away.
Water boats.
Yeah.
Sure, okay. Give me one more perception or investigation check to see how well you can put this together.
Do I look like a wizard to you when I ever do an investigation check?
Int is a fucking dump stat.
It's absolutely is at 17.
17, okay. You can discern at least, not being super boat savvy. You can at least discern. I know Ella's screaming. You can at least discern there does not appear to be an entire ship's worth of wood here. But again, these are just the pieces that came in on the current, and it's hard to say where else the rest might have gone. Besides that, you do also notice there are only pieces of that ship that you recognize here. As in, it doesn't look like any pieces of a Kaziric ship came in on the current.
Yeah.
So that's all the information you have, but you can piece that together a little bit.
Yeah. I think she loses track of how long she spends staring at the driftwood, trying to create a story for how this could be okay and not what it obviously is. And then eventually
She's been gone a long time, right? Like she's been gone like a minute. Like,
what would you say, Fess?
Yeah,
How
I mean, I'm
long
sitting up
does
awake.
this
Oh, you
process
give me
take
like
you?
a hot for like 40 minutes. She's
Okay.
yeah, dipped
So
for
I
a
say
while.
you slept
Kind of
for
a
like
long
a
time.
couple of hours before waking up, and then you snuck out of camp. So the only person to really know for sure that you were gone is probably Bora. Besides that, yes, you've been gone for.
said I was gonna
didn't
go
you
poop.
say I have to pee?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. You
oh,
did
yeah, I
tell
did
them.
say
and I'm
pee.
like,
You
I'm
did
awake
tell them you have to
anyway.
pee.
Yeah.
Okay, so
At
she's
like-
been peeing for 40 minutes.
At like
Yeah.
20
Kind of a
minutes, Bora will start to go look for Fess.
Yeah.
Roll me a survival check, Bora,
Yes.
and then Ella. Are you also gonna search for her, or? Because right about now, like especially as we approach like the 30-minute mark, 30-minute mark for sure. It's around that time that most people at the camp will begin to start waking up and like starting to get going a little bit. And those of you who are familiar with Fess, will also have noticed an absence.
Yeah, I think that as soon as
Or
we
do
hit
you
that
want
mark,
us to go with you, or
because I was, yeah.
I'm just gonna quick do a check just to see, and she got a 12 on the survival.
Boy, with how stealthy she was getting out of the camp, you know that she left, but you really couldn't tell where she went. However,
my
Can
dice
I-
missed me.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can see the arrow that she left?
Oh, that might have been too far.
Too far out?
I mean, roll it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, sure.
I would say though, Bora, that from this position on the hilltop, you would also notice a little bit of flotsam in the ocean, kind of just like drifting about. Not a lot, but something similar to what Fess saw.
Yeah. So Chirp kind of flies up and he uses good bird eyes, and I've got an 18.
I'd say with Fess now standing on the beach for as long as she has, that's enough to notice her down there. Not how she got there or her tracks leading there, but you'll see the dot that is Fess in the inlet. Yes, Ella?
I rolled a 25 for survival to follow her.
In which case, that's enough, even just by not knowing her tracks necessarily, but by other context clues, to figure out she probably headed down toward the inlet.
While everyone is rustling and bustling about, I kind of like tap Dazzle, because I can tell that you really want to, like, you're shifting uncomfortably as I'm like asleep on your lap, and you're like, but I gotta go, and I'm just like, it's okay, go with it.
I'll sneak out from under Murray, and I'll make sure that Murray's just awake enough to keep an eye on the camp. I'll go, Murray,
What?
your turn to watch.
No. Snooze.
I said I wouldn't just wander off, and I didn't, and somebody knows, okay?
Thank bye.
Yeah, you're right, Ella. She's
As
down
Murray
there.
dozes back off, we have a confessional for Barbara.
Oh
For
no,
Barbara?
They did it.
Ooh, after my little nap, I feel very well rested and just ready to go. I'm limbered up, I'm stretched out, and I've got my finest leathers on, and you know what? I think I've spotted my little Murray man. Oh, there he is, just sleeping peaceful as a wee babe. And now that lady with the bone wings is gone, he's all mine.
Gino.
But, you know, I did a number on him back at the wedding, and it's about time I let him have his rest, because after all, he's gonna have to recharge for what's coming. Oh, I've got something very special planned. I brought my bag, and you don't want to know what's inside.
I do. What is
I
that?
don't.
I feel like Barbara got played by Peter Capaldi a little bit in there.
a little Peter Capaldi.
It's got a little bit
Just
more of
on
an
the
edge
Suicide
now.
Squad.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, so we have Bora, Ella, Dazzle, and Chirp all heading down toward the inlet where Fess is, and Murray actively being hunted.
Oh my god.
The most dangerous game.
God, Jesus. I'm praying for you, Murray. You all do see Fess laboring over something on the beach as you approach.
Hey, Fess, sweetheart, you all right over there? You've been gone a while.
Doesn't respond. Is still staring at the wreckage.
What's that?
Oh, jeez.
That's very bad. Ella just.
Yeah, Bora start to run, like a slow realization run.
I would be coming in behind, so once I see Bora and Ella start running, Dazzle starts running.
I feel like this would be a cool like drone shot on the beach where we would see Fess like among the wreckage, and it would sweep back to us like running or flying or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a little bit Baywatch, though.
Whatever, let us have it.
Just run in slow motion.
Hell yeah. Great. Well, yes, you do see the wreckage. You see the detritus that's washed up on the beach there. Unless, Fess, you attempt to conceal it, you also would see what she's holding in her hands, which is the bracelet. And, yeah.
I tied the bracelet on. She's holding the bloody tunic. Which
Okay, so you've got the bracelet on your
infinitely
wrist now.
worse. Yeah. I think she's just.
Chirp just collapses onto the sand like next to her and is just kind of sitting on the ground and is like, oh no.
Ella will just hold her hand out for the tunic.
Hands it off.
Idiots. Those idiots.
Can I tell by the tunic if the amount of blood on it is like a fatal wound?
It's enough. You can, roll me a medicine check or perception for less detail.
I just got a natural 20.
Welcome back.
Who is she?
And my crits are
Vacation looks good on you.
So I'd say that was a medicine check, right?
Yes.
Okay, Christ alive. All right, well, I'd say with that, yes, technically you rolled a 40.
43.
43,
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Technically.
Yeah, so you can pinpoint the fact that there appears to be, there is a hole in the middle of the tunic, what appears to be center mass, and because you rolled a 43, you would notice this is right over the aorta. There's blood that is seeping out from that point, and enough that it soaked the tunic all the way around the back of the tunic, and dried. Even now, like, you can tell it dried on before it went into the salt water. It dried on hard enough that, like, it formed a thick, hard layer of blood. So it was a massive amount of blood.
Ella's gonna go in the water. She's gonna. I'm just gonna dive into the water and start looking through wreckage, seeing if I can like see where it could have come from.
I'll jump in after Ella.
Chirp jumps into the air to kind of like look from above.
Bora's gonna reach for Fess's hand.
Yeah, just reflexively closes around her hand, and then she just slowly turns. Told her to go. Asked her to.
I've been in a similar situation where a person I loved made a choice on their own. She knew what she was doing, and we can find her again. We did it with you, and Bora's gonna squeeze her hand.
Chirp. I'd say from your vantage point, and also having approached the wreckage and looked through it a bit yourself while you were standing there, you and Ella both can determine that the wreckage appears to have drifted on a current moving north, so from the south, which is the direction you saw them going last. Ella, as you're actually in the water now, like sifting through wreckage manually, you're noticing there are splinters and small shards of what appear to be other vessels. Just different colored wood, which could have possibly been from one or more other boats. However, the bulk of the wreckage, the vast majority, is from Nykram's ship. Chirp, you also notice that you don't notice something, which is there is a lack of any evidence of Silas in this wreckage.
And that makes sense. He could have flown away. That's what we do. I don't. Silas! And I just start taking kind of like big loops around. Silas! Anybody?
From the camp, Sarunan calls out, "What?"
Not anybody like anybody we know is okay, Sarunan.
No, sorry.
That's okay. It's early. You're not fully informed yet.
Barbara, why are you squatting behind a bush? Barbara bounces on Murray. You hear a scream from over the hill.
It's like when you wake up and there's like a dog paw in your gut, just and get off! Hey, okay. Why is everyone screaming?
And then walks out and kind of sees the somber, like, I imagine most of the camp has now noticed that all of the like main crew has discovered something and everyone looks sad. So I will sort of walk down to the edge of the beach, and everyone's swimming. So I'm just gonna, I don't know what's going on, but everyone's swimming. So I'm gonna go out to sea too, with a very heavy sense of dread in the pit of his stomach.
You do. And as you leave camp, others, like you said, have noticed that there's been a bit of a absence here. Liren and Nazik both have a quick conversation with some of the other people in the camp, and then also make their way down to the beach to see what's going on. And then, taking in the scene, swiftly put 2 and 2 together. But yes, Ella, that is all that you find amongst the wreckage. And Chirp, you receive no response, and you see nothing further out at sea.
So essentially it looks as though that from my own shipwreck experience that the ship that Nykram, Silas, and Jiren were on was likely destroyed.
That much is certain for you.
Okay.
Chirp's gonna fly back down to the shore. And just sit back down.
Chirp! Chirp!
Murray,
Chirp!
you're not as strong a swimmer as I would have thought.
I didn't grow up. I'm comfortable.
I'm
I
sorry.
did too. It's okay.
Murray's bobbing in and out of the water as he's talking.
It's like it's full. It's like not strong swimmer. It's like doggy paddle trying to get to the shore.
Do you need any help, bud?
No,
Are you
no,
good?
no.
Ella will come up from underneath and just kind of boost him up.
Whoa.
Like surf Ella.
I don't think I need to ask what happened, but I'm trying to find something, a token of anybody. Have we found any evidence? Are there bodies?
That's the thing. There's a lot of wood. There are a few personal effects, but no. There's no evidence of anybody.
Well, that's good, right?
They could have been captured. They could have gotten away. They could have... But they couldn't have swum that far.
Chirp, this tunic is a death wound. Nykram took a shot directly to the heart. I don't know if it was an arrow or something else, but he couldn't have lost this amount of blood without immediate intervention and survived it. But there's something I can do. There's something I can do to find out what happened. Maybe Jiren and Silas are still okay.
That's the thing. And maybe
there wasn't immediate
Jiren was
intervention.
with him, and maybe he's okay.
Jiren can do a little bit of weird earthy medical stuff, right?
This takes. I need like 6 seconds, and
Okay.
I'm gonna
Chirp looks at Fess for a moment and is just like, we're gonna find out who to hit. We don't know who to hit yet, but we're gonna find out who to hit.
There's no evidence of a Kaziric ship. We know who to hit. It's the same people my sister and I have been fighting our entire lives.
I'm gonna take the tunic. I'm gonna just take a piece of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pull a small cake out of my bag and a stick of incense, and I'm gonna light it and cast divination.
Yeah.
Great. As you do so, we actually have a confessional for Fess.
There's no way. They lived through this. This isn't a deception. This isn't some weird feint. This is the same fight that we've been having our whole lives. And the more I hear them try to make it okay, the more I want to scream. Don't know. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad at myself. I asked her to go. She was gone. She was out. She was safe. And I brought her back. And war does what it always does. It destroys. And I thought my sacrifice was going to be the last one. I thought it was going to be over. And it's not. It's never over. And I've lost her. I'm just so afraid that I'm going to lose them too. I can't lose them too. I don't have anyone else. I don't know how to make them understand. Death is the end. I've been there. They've been there. But I know it now. We have to end the war, but I have to keep them safe. I have to figure out how to keep them safe.
And Ella, you cast divination, and you are able to seek a bit of knowledge, answer a question from your god or one of their servants about something that is to take place within the next 7 days. What is it you want to know?
Does anybody need to ask a question, or do you want me to do it?
You have one to ask?
I do, but it's not guaranteed that it's gonna happen in the next 7 days.
Maybe something along the lines of, where are the passengers of this ship?
Will they come back?
Not everyone gets to come back.
That's not specific enough for 7 days. It has to be something regarding, like, something that can happen. I can ask if we will find them alive.
Yeah.
But that's only within the next week.
It's better than not
specific
knowing.
enough.
Just
It's a start.
Will Silas, Jiren, and Nakram be alive?
Okay. You feel your connection to Fedor, who I can only assume you are addressing this to.
Yeah.
Opening. And you feel his presence around you. And he hears your question, and in an unusually somber tone,
Oh no.
you this is mad harsh, so hang on. No, he takes your question and thinks it over for a moment and says, "That is not a question that yes or no would be entirely true for. You've
Well,
asked
This
for
spell
the
is not speak with
well-being
death. Yeah.
of 3 people.
Laugh.
And the answer for all 3 as a group is not yes and is not no."
I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't have asked about Nikram. I knew the answer.
We don't know that. We don't know
Hey,
anything.
A not no, right, is what we wanted.
Somebody's alive.
At
I
least someone.
I'm gonna look around real quick. I would like to see if there are any animals in the general vicinity.
I mean, yeah, roll me survival perception, whatever you want.
Ooh, that's pretty good roll.
DC
Those
is
aren't
81.
my best skills. Can I use
We have rerolls?
Arcana?
You want to use Arcana to find a nearby animal?
Can I use?
Do you need a cat?
Like
I
an-
can get
like
you
an
a cat.
eldritch
I can do
animal.
nature. I can do nature.
Yeah,
Dirty 20,
nature's
because I had
fine.
a
Yeah,
minus
nature.
1 in everything else.
Right.
Can I assist you?
I've got a dirty 20.
We
Oh
both
shit, never mind.
So many of us can talk to animals.
That's right.
I know.
I can't talk to cats, but I can control them, I think.
So
What
what,
are
do
you
I
attempting
see?
to do, Dazzle?
I'm looking for an animal in the general vicinity.
Okay, I mean, with a dirty 20, I'd
Like,
say
show me
you
any
can,
animals that are around so I can
you
choose
can
from.
have your pick. What would you like to find?
Rats.
Shall I assign you one?
Horse.
I mean, yeah, is there any kind of animals I can see? I'm not, it doesn't have to be a horse. I'd love for it not to be a chicken because they're
Crabs.
a little shifty.
Okay. I'll give you a crab, yeah. Okay. There appears to be a crab on the beach. It's holding up and comparing 2 shells.
All right, that's nice. It looks like it lives there. So I'm gonna run and I'm gonna like belly crawl up to the crab,
shit!
and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
They
so
said
I-
that without anything.
Yes, after which you think
Crab
back
speaks
on what the crabs and you're like,
common.
oh, that's what that meant.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm gonna get down next to it and just go, hey,
Oh god, this is how it happens. Oh, make it quick.
I'm doing crab hands at it like I neigh for a horse, so I can connect with
That's
it.
a little bit patronizing. Just,
Oh, I'm not
eat me
gonna
quickly.
hurt you. No, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, that's a relief.
A couple of our friends seem to have shipwrecked here, and it looks like you live here. I was wondering if you saw any of our friends or what happened here. And I'll like pick up kind of one of the pieces from the beach, kind of pointing at
Oh.
like a piece of wood.
Have I got a story for you? All right, so little ways ago, right? I see all of this shit wash up on a beach, right? And I'm like, whoa, that's more than the normal amount of shit on this
Okay,
beach.
I'm gonna say
And then this
you
really
didn't see
morose-looking lady like crouch walks over and picks up what looks like a, I don't know, like a bungee cord or something, and
Have
is
you
like
seen
really
anyone?
sad.
And I'll just
What?
I'll specifically describe Jiren. I'm gonna start with Jiren. I'm gonna specifically describe Jiren.
Yeah, she's right there, and he points to Fess.
They look different.
No,
thank
he
you very
doesn't.
much.
Fess has walked away.
Nope, she's gone. She was here a minute ago. What the
Chirp,
fuck?
Chirp leans into Bora and is like, Dazzle's informant looks delicious.
She really got on this level, huh? Down
We
there
have
in
a
the sand.
We have a confessional for the crab.
Yeah, well, maybe the crab will actually say something now.
Oh my god, I cast summon butter. Let's go.
Okay, so shell number 1. Little bit of a fixer-upper, but you know what? It has room to grow. You know, it's a family shell. It's the kind of shell you can settle down in with your honey and like build a life there. Shell number 2, you know, I'm a crab who doesn't like to be locked down. And I feel like 2 is more of a bachelor shell. And so it's like, I feel like I'm at this crossroads in my life. Like, which direction do I want to go? Am I a commitment crab? Like, is that what's in my future? Or am I a lone wolf kind of crab, just blazing my own trail? Oh, this one, you know what though? If I can paint like flames on this one, then go really fast up and down the beach. Okay, you know what? I'm sticking to it. I saw a lady in leathers up the hill, and it really got me feeling like there's more life to live. There's more out there than just this beach. You know what? I'm gonna take up BDSM. Let's do this.
I'm gonna pick up the crab. I pick up the crab and I just toss it to Chirp.
Oh! Oh, Jesus!
My dude, did you just turn into a full fucking pelican?
I knew it! Oh,
Mine.
Michelle!
He painted a flower. He painted flames on it. That's weird.
Oh, well. I've never had someone
I'm sorry. I
give a
should. Did
confession
you
and then
want it?
immediately die.
It was his last
Probably
confession.
have.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I should have
Oh,
shared. I
boy.
apologize. That was rude of me. We got up and we came right down here, and I didn't have anything to eat, and then I did all that flying.
you're a bit snotchy, is all that's going on there.
It's just a little snacky.
However, that is all that you are all able to find.
I want to try something.
Oh, yes, please, get in there.
When while all the crab stuff's happening, and Fess has walked off, did Bora leave too?
She can be here if you need it.
Yeah,
No, that's okay. It's been.
Okay. And she just floats off into the sea.
I didn't have enough time. No. I would like you to be there. Yeah.
Just drifts on the wind.
And I kind of
Return
I grab your hand
Yeah.
and walk you down the beach.
Oh.
And I'm going.
We need to find the bodies. Even if some are alive, I think Vess needs body.
Well,
Cause that helps.
if they're here, then we should find them.
Can you help me? I'm gonna try to do something.
Whatever you need, I'm here for you.
Can you think of anything that Jiren was wearing? Something
Yes.
specific.
Well, she was coming to our wedding, and I believe that she was wearing a bracelet that she never takes off. Other than that, there was a belt, I believe, and a robe of some kind.
Oh,
But the bracelet definitely, for sure.
okay.
Sorry.
Didn't pay a lot of attention during that wedding.
Oh, was she not wearing it at that?
Oh no, she
She was.
You're great.
I don't want to mess it up.
No.
So can I put on the glasses?
Oh, yes.
Ooh. Yeah,
But
you don't use this nearly enough. Fucking go for it.
I try to space them out for narrative entertainment.
Honestly,
This is
it's
good.
better that way because those things are so ridiculously OP.
I know. So I wanna. Yeah, I want to remember something because I don't know about the bracelet, but Gina also wants to protect her level 2 spells. So
Yeah, sorry.
So you
don't
pop
worry.
on-
I'm in a
pop
meta
on-
game just a little bit.
Go
A little
for
bit,
it.
It's a treat.
You pop on the rose-colored glasses, and
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind, Abria, would you tell me something that Jiren might have had on her that Murray could discern that she would have had on her during the wedding? Anything
Yeah.
that stands out for you?
Yeah, for sure. She would have probably had like a sort of like one of those like meticulously embroidered, like hand embroidered. She had like a little green sash with a bunch of like her favorite flowers from her garden kind of on over whatever dress she was wearing, kind of tucked into the belt. But it definitely like kind of clashed with the rest of the outfit because she's just her favorite thing, but didn't necessarily match her like dress.
Hell yeah. And so you can certainly remember she was wearing that during the wedding.
Okay. Any piercings?
Oh, you want something that she for sure still has on
Still
her.
is wearing, yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Left
Jiren have any
nipple.
piercings? Left nipple, okay. Murray would know all about that.
It's just
It
a
was
druid piercing.
a sheer
Standard druid
dress.
piercing.
All druids have them.
Very sheer dress.
I
Look, it got really cold. We all got scared.
no, it makes sense.
We went
Murray,
to live with
would
our
you like
auntie
to
and uncle
detect
in
nipple
Bel Air.
piercing?
Oh, wow.
I would like to detect a very. I would like
You gotta
to
say the
locate.
whole thing.
I would like to locate druid nipple piercing. The sacred druid nipple piercing
Sacred druid nipple piercing.
Yes.
Wonderful.
that I
And
definitely saw at the bachelorette's party.
Oh, there.
That's probably true, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, where would
She
I?
will throw a titty out without anyone asking.
That's how you can tell which one's Jiren and which one's Fess.
Yeah.
Just out there doing shots, tossing titties. It's a great time.
Tits out, Jiren's out.
Yeah, you can really tell at a party because Fess is really more of like an INTJ. She's in the shadows, you know, whereas like
Don't bring
Jiren's
Fantasy Myers-Briggs into this.
Murray, what is the
Yes.
range of that spell for the object you are seeking?
1,000 feet.
Sorry, that sounded like you were making it up.
yeah.
Oh, really?
It did.
It's real.
A million.
Locate object. Oh,
No,
a
no.
million, dude.
Billion feet.
It does say as long
It
as the
does.
object
You are
is
correct,
within
yeah.
1,000 feet.
You do not detect sacred druid nipple piercing. It's such a tongue twister. I gotta like say it so carefully. But no, you don't. detect
How
it.
long did we sail?
So they split off and headed south. You all waited for another maybe 15, 20 minutes as you boarded your boat and got all ready to take off. And then you sailed for, I'd say, probably a few hours to get back to the mainland. And then, of course, you then slept for a few hours.
Yeah.
So it's been maybe like 6.5 hours.
But the distance. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of the distance.
It's a healthy distance.
Yeah.
It means that she's not nearby, though. If she were dead and her body washed up somewhere, it's not within 1,000 feet of here.
Exactly. So I think that's exactly what Murray says to Bora as he's just kind of like by the side of the water because he's trying to. He's hoping for a miracle and hoping that he'll just figure it out and then just sort of thinks he knows that there's no bodies, that no one washed up.
I don't know if this will make the party happy, but if I were the bad guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that everyone at that wedding was someone important to us, I'd probably kill one and take a couple hostages.
Yeah.
Or at least, especially one that looks a lot like someone they've been trying to kill.
Well, I think what you're trying to say, Murray, is that
Right.
Jiren's more valuable alive than dead.
Exactly.
I think there's
And
a
it
good
would help.
chance-
And if they keep Silas alive, it's also a good way to give incentive for Jiren to not just, when there's multiple people you got to take care of, it's a little bit more vulnerable. So I think we're okay. And maybe we can find out where Nikram's body is.
Well, we were supposed to meet them here, but since their vessel didn't make it, I think they knew the plan was to eventually head to Beznost. Maybe the best move would be for all of us to continue on and see if they meet us there. Regardless, we need to do this revolution.
It's true. Let's
Thank
go get
you.
everyone. And I do the old person hand clap on you and
Yeah, Bora will help Murray sort of get along the beach as a closer sort of arm wrap as they make their way up.
Sand is a hell of a workout.
Yeah. Your
Thank
butt's
you.
gonna look fantastic after this.
It already does, don't tease.
You're right.
You could bounce a hermit crab off that shit.
And that's when we see the crab fly across the sky. And
I finally found myself!
And then Chirp eats him.
Boom. However, would you all like to head back into camp?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, you've wrapped up your affairs on the beach, learned all you really can from what's available. I can't say no news is good news, but at the very least, you know from Ella's divination that they are not all definitively dead. And that is something, at least. Returning to camp, most of the others have broken down their various tents, lean-tos, and shelters and are packing in. Word seems to have already gotten around about the shipwreck. No one really chooses to comment on it, but there is a certain a somber tone over the group. However, Ella, you see something else as you return to the camp. There's a mirage on the cliff, a glimmer of some kind, and no one else seems to notice it. It's roughly human-shaped.
On the cliff in the distance, or something I
right
can walk
near
up
where
to?
you camped, a little bit more toward the ocean. On the precipice, you can look out from and see the ocean beyond.
I'm just gonna walk over to it. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna tell somebody. Is somebody next to me? Probably. Hey,
I mean, we're all kind of walking together.
yeah. Y'all. I see something weird. I'm just hang on one second.
Do you want me to go with you?
No, probably not. Just let just me go first.
Scream
safe.
really loudly if you need us.
Oh, I will.
Well, you approach the shimmer that you spy, and as you get closer, you realize it is the ever-faint figure of Philemon. And he's looking out over the sea, standing at the cliff's precipice, and seems to be talking to himself.
Here I am. Here's where it's supposed to happen, and yet I see nothing.
And are you just watching him?
Yeah, I'll try and like kind of like sidle up to where if he can see me out of the corner of his eye, he can. I just don't want to startle him if he's a spirit, so he doesn't pop out of.
He doesn't seem like he notices you. What do you do?
What's supposed to happen here?
He scrunches his face.
And the voices. Always the voices. Unintelligible whispers nipping the heels of my mind. It grows harder, each day more tenuous. I would have liked to see Ella again before I go.
Philemon? And I'm actually going to try and reach out and make some kind of contact.
And your hand, it's difficult to say because your hand doesn't, strictly speaking, pass through him, but it doesn't properly collide either. It meets some sort of half resistance as you touch him. And as you speak, as you mention his name and reach out to him, he does even turn his head a little bit in your direction, looking like he notices there's something, but is trying to ignore it.
The voices, hissing and biting. Let us say then that you are real voice and not a figment of a splintering and tortured mind. You've won. I give in and respond to you. Are you why I am here?
Do you have a message for me about what happened?
Voice.
Can you tell me?
I know only what I have seen. This blasted tapestry must be woven together, its two halves rejoined, and one side will take precedent over the other. Not all can coexist simultaneously, and some things will be overwritten. But something is supposed to happen here on this cliff face, and I've stood here for days, and nothing is transpiring, voice.
What are you waiting for?
I was not shown. I was not told. I just know that this is where a choice is made. And by whom, I do not know.
And you see just this, there's emotion taking over him, and he legitimately looks distraught. This is not a position you've seen Philemon in before, who always seemed to know what was coming or what was going to happen next.
Ella, if you're out there,
I'm here.
if there is a power merciful enough to carry my voice to you,
I'm here.
Please see this through, if you even still live.
See what through?
Ugh.
Philemon, it's me. Answer me.
Voices! Ugh. A voice. You're all I have left. When it is my time and my mind is no longer my own and life becomes confusing and frightening, will you stay with me? Will you be their voice?
Yes, of course. I won't abandon you. Not then. Not now. Not ever.
then I suppose at least you will always have each other. Voice.
And the figure dissolves before you until just a breeze from the ocean remains. Meanwhile, there's a conversation happening back at camp. Lirin and Nazik have kind of gathered a lot of the group together, most of you as well. No, I'm Lirin, hang on. Look, I've been through a lot this morning, all right?
Yeah.
We all have.
Been through a lot of NPCs this morning.
Have you had a snack yet?
I haven't eaten.
I had a little snack and I'm feeling much better now.
Oh, do you have any more?
Yes, and I grab out of Bora's pouch. Here you go.
Nuts and berries.
Nuts
Which
and berries.
is nuts, berries, and weirdly another hermit crab.
There you go.
A friend.
Yeah, crunchy.
A snack.
Well, Nigrum and Silas were both on that ship, along with Jiren, of course, but they were the two people behind this whole plan. So, we don't have a lot to go off of right now, and we know that we need to get to Besnost and use what Doriz discovered under the city. But then we have all this business with the tapestry and the realities, and how in the hell are we supposed to sort all that out? I don't even know what it means.
Right? Now you're with us. Now you get it.
A lot of the time in life and in adventuring, the bigger points seem to get overwhelming. What we can do is handle things one step at a time. We're looking for our friends, but we're also on a mission. We need to take this information for the rebellion, and our goals may be one and the same.
I don't want to bring this up
Cool,
right
then
now.
just don't.
Then just
But
don't. It's been a big
gonna.
morning.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it. It's here it comes.
Okay.
We do have the dagger. Of course, you know, but by now, it's entirely possible that most people on the continent could have been infected by blight, and we wouldn't even know. So we could be extinguishing most of the world population.
I go, this dagger, and I throw my murder dagger into the sand, and so crows.
And
will
crows
fall.
descend. No. The dagger that we got in the fucking birds.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
a great
I
dagger, though.
I
No,
didn't know
that's a
how this was
solid
going to be
dagger.
useful, but you said the dagger, and it is. It's a good dagger.
No, that's a great dagger.
The dagger that we got from the
Back into my
lab,
boot.
the one that was used to partially destroy the blight in my time. The thing is,
Potentially
we
a
put-
bomb for us.
if we put that blight material in there and there are people who have that in them, it will kill them too. And I know it was always our last resort, but it is a last resort.
Okay. I mean, noted. Were any of us thinking dagger at this point?
No,
Nope.
Okay.
no, that's
Just
like
good to know we have it.
many plans away.
Yeah.
Like many, like end of world, last plan.
Chirp looks at Fess and is like, we're like 3 steps away from dagger.
Yeah.
Just we don't have to dagger yet. Okay. But we do have to do something. And so if the only thing we know is that we have to go to Besnos, let's go to the fledglings.
As Chirp has that shocking realization, we have a confessional for the murder dagger crows.
Huh.
Wow. Highly specific.
So look, I
Class
wake
crow.
up, I clock in, I do my job, I clock out, go home. It's another ordinary day. Now, fortunately, this lady doesn't call us all too often, but When she says jump, we gotta jump. She stabs the sand. Look, I don't ask questions, all right? I attack the fucking sand. I don't know, maybe it's got it coming. Maybe she's got something against this beach. Look, I'm not paid to ask questions, but it's a living. That said, you know, you do this job for as long as I have. You start asking some of the bigger questions, like, what if she stabs somebody I like? I'm like, oh shit, it's Jerry. I don't want to peck this guy's eyes out. And then what do? I gotta do it. I gotta peck Jerry till he fucking dies. It's rough stuff out there being a crow, but at least, hey, I get to come home to a beautiful bachelor nest. I got the flames painted on the side, a recent addition, and life really is not all that bad. As long as she keeps stabbing inanimate objects, beaches, and doesn't use the dagger for anything useful, which she has in this entire campaign so far, then I'll be happy.
If that isn't a case for reincarnation, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Everyone who I don't feel like coming up with a new voice for is that. Just
Respect.
my
Working
default.
class.
I'll have you know, having useful items and still being useless is a personality trait.
You gotta work for that, and honestly, I respect it.
That's called character choice.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dazzle,
Acting.
Dazzle, what are you doing right now?
Well, I would be standing on the beach with everybody, and I've just pulled my murder dagger out of the sand, and I'm kind of like shooing the crows away because it seems that was disruptive. I'd still be keeping kind of an eye out on the beach. I think she'd just be kind of scanning and taking everything in.
You look around the beach, coming up the hill toward the group. Lirin is discussing, Nazik is discussing their plans. All this is unfolding before you, and you blink, and the world changes. And you are in a beautiful field. Flowers of every color decorating the landscape. The sun shines on your face but doesn't burn. A warm breeze is soothing and welcoming. And I must say, as much as you might ordinarily be suspicious of this, you find yourself quite comfortable here. It feels good. It feels nice. It feels like something that you want. There's a house here as well on the hill, and all your friends are here. Chirp, Bora, Fess, Ella, Murray, Squangarlo. They're laughing, they're healthy, they're carefree.
I go towards them.
You see they appear to be doing a variety of activities. Some seem to be prepping some sort of food, perhaps for dinner. Others
Can I fly?
You want to try and fly?
Yeah, I want to try and fly.
Yeah, you can fly. You're 20 feet.
Okay, still my normal 20 feet. Okay.
Uh,
Not exactly paradise, but it's nice too.
They all seem to be enjoying themselves. The house is quite lovely, a cottage on the hill. And like I said, just taking this all in, well, it doesn't even quite register with you that this isn't where you were. It feels more like this is where you are, and it's good.
And everyone in our party is here.
Everyone in the party is here, and they seem to quite enjoy themselves. Everything feels like this is not a dream, but something you can definitely have. It's a promise. And you feel you are so close to having this. In fact, you know it 100% for certain. And you finally now know, as you look around you, how to get it. The only way that you will ever be able to interact with the tapestry at all, to, as you believe is correct, to destroy it, or even as some of your friends might feel is correct, to bring it back together. But regardless, the only way for you to make one of those possible is to return to the place where it was first split. Gold Sea Fields. Wouldn't it be nice to go back there again?
Yeah, that sounds nice. And everyone's happy here. feel like everyone did enough hurting. They deserve to be here.
They really do.
I'll go, and wherever they're kind of gathered around this house, I'll just kind of take a seat between like Murray and Swangarlo.
And you sit down with Murray and Squangarlo, who've just finished up swapping some stories. And
I'll lean ahead on Murray.
Gina, you're welcome
Gina,
to play
you're
it.
muted.
I'm not muting it. I wondered if this was actually like a dream state where we're not
Oh.
actually interacting. Like, can
You are
she hear us
more-
speaking?
You are more than welcome to play Dazzle's idea of the happiest Murray.
Murray had his arms around Swangarlo because there was a Swangarlo's turn was happening for the story, and the moment you put your head on Murray's shoulder, all of a sudden his arms are wrapped around you, and you don't remember them shifting. They've always been around you, and he gives you a squeeze, and he goes,
All right, your turn.
And
It's time for a story. Tell us a story.
and for some reason Murray's voice isn't as raspy in this version. It's sweeter. It's more like he drank a bunch of honey right before talking to you, and it coated the dryness.
Wow.
What do you want to say? Something with adventure or swashbuckling?
I think I'm tired of adventure. Murray,
Oh,
I'd like to just... I can't remember. I
that's
can't remember them.
okay. I never remember anything.
And he kind of bonks you with his head.
And Dazzle kind of like leans back in and goes, do you remember Goldsea Fields?
Oh, no. Is that the story you're going to tell?
And Dazzle will just kind of like lay back onto whatever she's leaning against and just spend time just describing the fields in this much more idyllic way than we ever really have seen them, in this way of like fondness and gratitude and a connection with earth that Dazzle has never by any means had.
And-
that all sounds very nice.
I'll look around for Murray's glasses to see if I can help him remember them.
you search around, fumbling about, and back at camp, you all see Dazzle stare off into the distance for just a moment, when she then seems to realize something, a new expression coming over her face. She raises a hand before her, and the air in front of all of you splits open with an entirely different landscape just beyond the rift.
Am I back from the cliffside at this point, or am I still also separate from the group?
Oh, you can definitely walk up. I mean, the cliffside was maybe like 10 yards away, so you
okay.
definitely see this happen.
Just checking.
And Dazzle, you find yourself back where you are now. Again, not jarred necessarily by the difference in scenery, but realizing that this rift you're now looking at will take you where you want to go.
What is happening?
Dazzle,
What just happened?
What'd you just do, pal?
You found a secret door!
Is this a new spell?
And she's gonna start just kind of like pulling on Chirp's hand.
Wait.
Whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
No.
What's going on? Hey, where are we going?
It's beautiful. There, it's
Oh.
perfect.
Ooh, evil check.
Yeah.
No, nothing about it is evil. It's perfect, and everyone's happy, and no one is one is dying or hurting.
Hey,
That
hey,
genuinely
Dazzle?
sounds like a trap, sweetheart. Just remember.
Hey,
It's
A little bit.
we all get to stop for a bit.
No, hey, I know we want to, and that would be great.
No,
But we
it's not.
can't right now. We have to go to Beznost, okay? We have to go to
Where?
Beznost.
No, we have to go back to Goldsea Fields.
Where does this go?
There's a. And when I look at it, what do I see?
You see Goldsea Fields. You could just step right through it.
If we go to Goldsea Fields, we can get to the house on the hill where everybody got to just relax and spend time together, and everybody was happy and safe. Everybody
go-
was safe.
Nah, I could go a little while without going to Goldsea Fields.
Hang on,
Yeah.
Dazzle. Why do we need to go back to Goldsea Fields specifically?
For the tapestry.
What about it?
To do what with the tapestry?
To destroy it so everything's so everybody
No.
gets to
No.
be so everybody can be safe.
No,
No.
we have to weave the tapestry back together.
We have to fix it.
No, Ella. And I'm just gonna turn to Ella, like dead eye to eye, close to Ella's face. I saw what happens. I promise I saw it, and everybody was there. You and Chirp and Fess and Bora and Murray and Squangarlo, we were all there, and we were sitting at a house on the hill, and there was no fear. I haven't seen any of us without a lingering dread and fear ever. And we were all there together, and everybody made it. Everybody made it.
How? How did they make it?
I don't know, but I know that we have to go to Goldsea Fields to make it happen. That's all I know.
You guys, we did a ritual on the doll
What?
before the battle took place.
Nothing happened.
Right.
It was a waste of time.
We did a ritual.
Put on your
What
glasses,
if-
Murray.
Dang it!
What if something did happen? What if that is where all this started?
Maybe
Things
our
have
time
been
has
going to
changed.
shit ever since then, and all of a sudden, there's now these convergent realities. Fess, you disappeared in the other world when on the day of the battle. We all did, according to Amio.
I made sure every one
right.
of you were there in what I saw. Every one of you was there.
I understand. that,
Dazzle?
sweetheart.
Chirp, you believe
Dazzle,
me,
can I
right?
ask-
Chirp, you believe me, right? You believe me, right?
I believe that you want everybody safe, and I believe that you saw everybody safe. Dazzle, I want you to do something for me, okay, bud?
Mhm.
Close that door. We
can't.
can't go. We're not going back to Goldsea Fields right
Why
now.
not?
Because we're going to Beznos, because Goldsea Fields is where people die.
But that already happened. It can't happen again.
Chirp.
There's
Wait.
not still
You'd
a battle.
be surprised.
Wait.
Ella, you're
The
thinking
battle
what
is
I'm
over.
thinking.
That's just a place now.
Okay.
Close the door,
Wait,
For
Dazzle.
the sake of argument,
Wait. I think Nazik, I think you're right. I think you and I are thinking the same thing. If this is where the tapestry tore, if this is where it split, if this is the beginning, this place is where everything changed. Something happens here, y'all. A choice is made in this spot
look,
that changes everything. I know that. So we now have to make that choice, and we have to make sure it's the right one. And I think if it's going through this door, then we have to know what we're going to do when we go through this door.
and Nazik kind of lowers her voice a bit so that, because Chirp and Daz are still kind of discussing this, going back and forth a bit.
Discussing.
Not discussing. Nazik lowers her voice a bit, so it's more like all of you can hear, and she says, look, whether we want to destroy this thing or bring it back together, I don't know. I'm not. Whatever we think is right, just if it all started there,
then whatever we decide to do, that might be our chance to do it. Now, I don't know what is happening with Dazzle or how we're going to have to resolve that, but if we want to save these worlds, realities, I don't know what the fuck is going on. She might be right, at least in that.
Can I walk up to Dazzle and check? Can I look at her hand?
You may. And you look at her palm, and there is one additional.
Oh my god, you had it ready and everything.
And on that, we will take a very short break.
Let's
Don't
go!
go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, or you will also hallucinate your most ideal paradise. Oh, wait, no!
No, that's
That
not
sounds
good,
mean.
but it
Then
is
you
bad.
won't have
Wait,
that.
why did I hallucinate a dead sister?
Don't go anywhere. We'll see you all very, very soon.
There's a lot to unpack.
Welcome back, everyone. And before we get back into it, remember that you all have a unfortunate amount of power over our story. We do have donation tiers allowing you to offer our players rerolls to make something thick as hell, which that's also about to happen. Kicking off with the office-style confessional cam, spawning guy, and finally kicking off a reality war, which it enacts all kinds of mad shenanigans. But until then, let's continue with our story. All of you have seen this portal open up before you, leading back to the now vacant battlefield of Goldsea Fields. Thea, Goldage, also approaches from the assembled crowd.
Are your lives always filled with so much spooky bullshit?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Since we
Ooh.
Ma'am! I like you.
I will kill you.
I'm gonna turn to
Whoa.
Fat.
On a normal day, Thea, she would really like you. Y'all would get along like crazy.
I'm
gonna
always
turn to
ready.
I
Fess
know.
and reach out for her hands.
I promise you're not.
I know. Okay. All right.
I
All
just-
right.
Who are you
Let's-
reaching out for?
I'm
Dazzle?
trying to turn to Fess and just like put my hands out for her hands and just go. I know how
Do you?
awful everything that happened there was. I don't.
But you want to go back. You want to walk through, not fix it, just be fine.
I want
Make
you all
it
to be
fine.
safe. How many more people have to die, Fess? What
We
if we
can-
could stop more people dying? What if we could stop each other dying?
And walking through a weird
You-
door to Goldsea Fields? That doesn't make any sense.
I'm
It
not
doesn't
talking
make
to
any
you, Chirp.
sense. No, but he is talking sense. And he's being a lot kinder about it than I am in this moment. So I suggest you listen to him.
Fess, you have already lost so much. Why? Why?
Don't tell me about what I've lost.
You know it. I don't have to.
We can come up with a compromise, okay? Some of us won't mind going back to Goldsea Fields. We can undo the ritual, and meanwhile, people can stay here to lead the revolution, and we'll meet up again. Who knows how long this portal will be open?
I don't want to split up. I don't want to go alone.
Dazzle.
Please, I'm scared to go alone.
I'll go with you.
You shouldn't be going anywhere alone, sweetheart.
Consider. Look. We all are pretty deep into this shit right now. And there has been no shortage of sacrifice and loss. And I can only imagine how horrible this must be for those of you who have gone a bit further along that road than me. And I understand. If we have a chance to possibly undo it, if we could bring the world back together,
And she's holding my hand just to block Dazzle a little bit.
Oh.
if we could bring the worlds together so that it didn't. It's not the way it is now.
I push Nazik's hand off of me. I'm not a fucking child.
You act like one.
Okay, we have a lot of
You know what?
differing.
Fuck that. Absolutely not. Okay? It's not childish to want all of us to not fucking die. And I'm sick of everybody thinking so. Okay? Everybody in this party has done absolutely insane things repeatedly. Every fucking one of us. Okay? So why is it only me that's crazy for it? Why, when we have an opportunity for once to do something that's not dangerous and crazy, am I the one who wants the childish future? I want one where we stop running for no fucking reason and fighting hopeless battles, where we get to somewhere that the fight can be over.
Why do you think it's for no reason? Everyone I know that I'm not looking at right now has died.
Exactly.
And you want to tell me it was for no fucking reason?
I want to tell you that you can't keep fighting forever, because you will be one of them too. You can die again, but we already went to the ends of the fucking earth to bring you back, Fess.
Fess.
We did everything to keep you here, and I am trying to make sure we don't have to do it again. I
Dazzle,
don't
when we
want to do it again.
Dazzle, let me ask you something. When we walk through that door, what do we do when we're in Gold Sea Fields? What
And
do we,
you actually-
that's all I want to know. What do we do?
And actually, Dazzle, you do know. You know that once you get there, you need to find the spot where the split took place. And there you will be able to interact directly with what everyone has been calling the tapestry.
We just have to get back to the tapestry itself. If we go to the place where it's split and everything went wrong, and we destroy it, I saw what it would be.
Dazzle, I cannot let you destroy the tapestry. I will
Why?
not let you destroy
Why?
Okay, let's one
What
thing at
even
a time.
is the tapestry?
It's okay. It's a pretty dense metaphor for what
Oh,
sounds like it's
Jesus
like
Christ.
competing
Fantasy
realities
Jesus
right now.
Christ.
Okay. Let's just do one thing at a time. No destroying, no reweaving. If we all know we can do something to possibly repair the world as we know it, and it can happen there, that is a place we can start and then see where we go from there.
Dazzle, the issue isn't that it's you, it's that we've been lured by this exact thing before.
But it is. If Fess came to any of you, or Murray came to any of you, or Ella or Bora came to any of you, you would believe them. But everybody thinks I'm out of my mind, or I'm evil, or I'm a child. Nobody trusts me. And I have been here by your side through all of this, and I'm sick of not being trusted. Okay, you call me your family. Then why don't you trust me?
You just feel Murray's arms around you, like you did in the dream.
If I'm your family, then you know I love you and you should trust me. And I just want you to be safe. That's all I want. I don't have anyone else either, Fess. Everyone is here.
Dazzle, we want that for you too. Okay? And
You
it's
saw
not
my family die, Fess. You know what happened.
it's not about you. It's about you've had to carry a lot. You've had to carry a lot more
Let me be
than we
free,
have
please.
lately.
Let me
And-
out. We can get out. We were out of it.
Can't be that simple.
I'm sure there'll be something absolutely fucking outrageous along the way because nothing is ever easy for us. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll be awful, but I'm trying to get to the best end result. I am thinking ahead, and you know I don't ever think ahead. I can't be punished for living in the moment and doing stupid things and then also be punished for thinking ahead and caring.
We're not punishing you. It's not that we don't trust you. At least on my account, I just disagree what the solution is.
That's okay.
This seems like kind of a heavy moment.
Are you kidding?
I would love it. Yeah,
And you-
yeah.
And hold on, there's by the way, just dummy thick guy.
No, you mean guy thick?
you hear a gentle
No.
and
That
an
better
arm.
not be. That better not be what I think is clapping.
It's not
an
gentle.
arm swings over. Who does he throw his arm over?
I hope it's me.
Okay, well, it's
I hope
Murray.
it's me because I've got so much I'm about to throw at this man.
The moment a guy touches me while my arms are wrapped around Dazzle,
Oh, that is kind of weird.
He's doing that thing where two friends are hugging and then
and he comes over.
Yeah, oh my god.
I think Murray hasn't stopped staring at Dazzle, and without even looking, he takes one hand away from Dazzle, but not the other, grabs the sword and just slices through the back of him. Through the hug, just like whatever's behind him, he just unleashes the sword behind him to split Murray in half.
Guy?
Or sorry, Guy. Yeah, sorry.
You said it. You said it.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
You said it. You're dead. Your character's dead forever.
Nose goes. So you slice Guy in twain, and both halves kind of hop to the side for a second, and
then second attack.
the quarters of Guy slither down the hill a little bit. You know what?
Chirp.
I'll come back later. It's cool.
Wait. Chirp wants to grab a quarter guy.
Which piece?
Whatever's closest.
That's gonna be like a top left. Yeah, so like
Great.
a left arm and part of the head.
You've got part of Fantasy Exodia guy.
We love that.
If he was a druid, this would be the nipple.
Chirp.
It'd be pierced.
It'd be pierced and I'd have a handle. But what Chirp wants to do is Chirp throws Guy through the portal and watches.
That is a good idea.
Guy splotches down on the field and like staggers up onto one arm.
What?
Okay, well, yeah. So we all heading over.
And I turn to Dazzle and I go, okay, door itself is safe. Concern number one, that's gone, okay? I just there are a lot of things that are after us. There are a lot of things that are after you. And the scarier things are after you. And so when someone says, Dazzle, there's a door that's going to solve all your problems, it's my job as, I don't know if I'm the big brother. Have we figured that out yet? Age-wise, it doesn't matter.
Younger than I am.
Okay. Feels different to me, but that's all right.
7.
Okay, we'll think about that later and what it means in terms of relative time and all that stuff. All I'm saying is the bigger, scarier, harder to understand things are after you. And so when someone says, Dazzle, here's a door that's going to solve all your problems, it's my job as your brother to worry for you. That's all.
I
That's
don't
all.
think that it's just going to magically solve all of our problems. I know we will have to do it, but there are 2 ways that we go. And it's either we weave the tapestry or we don't. So why would we all assume that the way that we have seen to be safe? Who's to say? Like, why would you assume I'm wrong? Why?
I'm not assuming anything, but here's my other big question. Okay? You've got a big thing in your head that's telling you destroy the thing. I don't know what the thing is. Ella's got a big thing in her head telling her to fix the thing.
It's also
So what do
told to
we
fix
do?
It's not a thing in my head. It's Philemon.
Okay, well, I didn't see Philemon. Did you see Philemon?
Yeah, I saw him a
I thought
couple minutes
Philemon
ago.
was dead.
Actually, I was really waiting to tell all y'all, and then we got distracted by this whole door thing. But no, I just saw him on
But
the
it's the
cliff
same
side.
thing. You're seeing things that none of us are seeing, and I'm seeing things that you're not seeing.
By the way, Chirp, I love that you're trusting Philemon now.
I'm not trusting Philemon.
You've
Can I
never
ask-
always
trusted
had a
Philemon.
reason.
Can
Philemon
I
always had
ask?
a reason.
I'm the oldest aside from Nazik.
And maybe me. We haven't figured out yet.
Look,
How are we figuring deaths into this? Because like if you get older, the more times that you die, Fess might be catching up to you a little bit too.
Hang on. Dazzle's right. You check her forehead to make sure she's not evil every day.
every day.
Hang on.
Carrying the evil thing.
And I was told that I could do it. I'm carrying it because I'm the only one who can. Isn't that something?
Dazzle.
There's a reason I'm supposed to carry it because I'm not evil and I'm carrying it, and I was promised that I could do something good, and I didn't believe them, and you know that. I was not quick to just believe that everything was going to be okay. I've never been, because nothing has ever been okay, but I have been carrying it all this time, and you have been checking my forehead every fucking day. And I'm not evil. I'm me. It's just me.
Murray puts his hand on your cheek and turns your face to him to kind of isolate you from this crowd that feels like they're attacking you, to just sort of calm your senses. Kind of puts his hand on your cheek.
Murray, she said that I could do something good and I could help everyone.
Dazzle.
Maybe this is it.
Dazzle. That's the first time you've ever said the words, I'm not evil.
And Murray smiles at you, and you can see his tears are welling.
I believe you, kid. I believe you. I don't think either choice is wrong. I think it's just a choice. So, did the voice tell you that you had to destroy the tapestry?
Yes.
Or did it tell you to go stitch it back up?
It told me to destroy it.
Okay.
That I had to go to where it split. And it really does seem like that's where everything went wrong. If I get there, I'm the one who was told how to get there. If we get there and I'm correct and we can access the tapestry, that's more information than anyone else has been given. Whoever this is knows something.
I'm speculating,
And this is when he's going to address the group and just said,
it's worth thinking about. One side of the tapestry has Deriza alive. And if someone who's looking out for Dazzle has a way to get us back to that moment and do something different, it's worth considering. We've got time. I say we sit down on this beach and discuss it all, as if all options are valid. Because they are.
and Murray's looking at Fess too, and
She will not meet your eye.
that's fine.
This isn't my trauma, and my pain is more valuable than yours, and my happiness and my peace is more valuable than yours. There is none of that. There is no place for that when there's so much to do. So we have the options, and I say we sit here until we all agree, or we vote.
Well, we also need to consider that, at least for right now, we might not be forced to make either choice immediately. All we are guaranteed, if we are to believe what Dazzle's been told, is that we go here and we'll be able to interact with this tapestry, this split.
That's something we have to do either way.
When things divided. We know we'll be able to interact with it. We might not be able to weave it back together or destroy it today. It might not be for 3 months, 20 years, 20 minutes. I don't know. It's all we are guaranteed is that we will be able to do something with it. It will be there. And whichever direction we want to go with it, that's going to be a step in the process, regardless.
I want to be responsible for this.
That ship has sailed and sunk, sweetheart.
This is kind of a point of no return.
Oh, you said
Hey.
the thing.
Okay,
Said the
I'll show
thing.
myself out. Don't worry.
I crawl into Ella's shell with her.
No. I'd like to look back over my shoulder, on the cliffside where I saw Philemon, to see if there's anything else there. Just one last hopeful look to see if there's any more guidance.
Nothing comes.
The ghost of Philemon just like, go in the hole.
Absolutely.
All the crows, all the hermit crabs.
And
Can I? Is Guy still like alive in there?
Oh God.
He's just kind of like hopping around, like
gross.
it's actually pretty nice this time of year.
It's a door. Can I just look through it? Can I
Yeah,
poke
it's
my
like
head
a
in?
hole. It's a hole
Yeah.
in space.
Can I go? I want to go in it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hang on.
Oh,
I'm here. Don't worry. We just saw Guy go through it. There's no sense. We can look around.
I
Not
feel
like
great, all considered.
just a little bit. I just want to see.
We don't
what's
know if-
there.
we don't know if it's possible to just do a little bit. So just before you put anything through, can we agree not to make any tapestry related
Yes.
decisions until we finish this conversation? Fess,
Yeah.
Dazzle, is that all right with y'all?
I run and get a stick. I put half of it through.
Is.
Yeah, this stick is halfway through.
Cool. I put my face through.
Your face is indeed through.
Where are we? And what does
Well,
it
you
look
recognize
like?
this as the battlefield from
Yeah.
the
Is it-
final battle of the rebellion.
Are there clear remains that there was the battle that the battle happened?
Well,
Like, I don't know if this is a time pocket. Like,
So-
what does this look like?
there are no clear remains, but I guess you might not remember this, but those of you, because all of you, like this hole in space is like 10 feet wide and like 8 feet tall. It's a big old hole in space.
Yeah.
So all y'all can see through it. And you don't see any remains of battle necessarily, aside from perhaps the odd abandoned standard or a bit of burlap from a tent, but no
But I don't know if
bodies or
that's
armor.
not what it looked like.
However, you do recall that at the end of the battle, there was
Yeah.
that ick that overtook the entire battlefield and dissolved the rebellion soldiers before your eyes. So it might not have left a lot.
But is there like growth?
I mean, yeah, there are plants growing. There's grasses, shrubs. I'd say it's
the
been
field like stamped on. Like, it's only been a few months. Like,
no, it's
No?
been by now it's been closer to 6 or 7 months since the battle took place.
Okay. Well, sometimes we've only been 3 days, and sometimes it's been 3 months. I don't know.
Who's to say? I make it up on the spot.
Yeah. Okay. So it's been a long time. So there's no.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I detect good and evil with my head through the wall?
Hell yeah.
I do it.
My whole heart. Amazing.
I love it. I do it.
I do it. You weren't saying anything. So I was like, it's
Oh,
gotta
sorry. I
roll.
thought you were
just
gonna like
do
do
it.
a flavor thing or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're great. You're great. That's on me. That's on me. I was catching up on the bullshit in the Zoom chat, and then I hear
What?
There's no
hear,
bullshit in the
There
Zoom
is-
chat.
I do it.
What are you talking about?
It was the most Murray thing you've ever said, and I
We're on
love it.
point at all times.
So yes, you do it. You detect good and evil through the hole. And you don't detect any good, or you don't detect any celestial fiend, fae, undead, construct. I'd say that if anything, the ground feels a little bit desecrated, but
Okay.
that's about it. However, that's
Well-
not like completely unexpected.
But
A sweet of desecration.
that
Yeah.
does help
Skosh.
because one of the things Murray was thinking was that Dazzle could go back in time for some reason. So knowing that the ground is desiccated probably means that this is
chewed up.
current. Or
Desecrated.
Desecrated.
No, that would be very dry.
Desecrated.
Dry, yeah.
That's masticated.
Hey,
It's also a little chewy.
Desecrated probably means this is definitely current and after the battle.
It's a masochist ground.
Yeah. Yes.
It's masochistic.
Yeah. That's the one I was thinking of.
I mean,
Oh my
we got too serious. Everyone needs to let it off.
god. Yeah. Poor
So-
no.
When
Poor
my eyes
Sage
look
who's
like
trying to
this-
stay in a moment right
sorry.
now.
When my eyes look like this and I start laughing, I look absolutely unhinged.
I know
You
that
can't make
feeling.
me cry and then laugh because I look insane.
Nazik just says, "Nah, fuck it," and goes and walks through the portal.
I don't feel anything
Whoa.
bad.
Okay, Nazik's just going through. Then it's right. Sure. Yep.
Oh, all right. And Sarunan also walks through.
Bora's gonna pull Fess aside and say, I'm gonna go through and make sure everyone's okay, but you don't have to go if you don't want to.
You have to go back. We have to fix the tapestry. I know what I was told on the other side by Amiel. And I know what Dazzle, I know that she believes with her entire heart that she's doing the right thing. So I'll go. But I will tell you this. If she makes a choice rashly, if she tries to destroy it, you will have to kill me to stop her. To stop it. I won't let her do it. I will
This
not.
means that much to you.
Yeah. A chance to fix everything. All of those lives that were lost, lives that were spent fighting and knowing only violence and death. Yeah.
I'm sorry. From where I am, everything is fixed. If you feel this strongly about it, I'll follow you into battle.
I love you.
I love you too.
And she just takes your hand.
And we'll turn and head into the portal.
Before y'all go, Ella's gonna try and subtly just lay a hand on Fess's back also and make eye contact.
She looks back. Kind of gives you a strained nod.
And on that, as people begin to pass through the portal, and actually, I should find out. Murray, you stuck
Yeah.
your head through. Do you also continue through?
I'm not walking through yet because I Dazzle hasn't walked through yet. So I want to stay by her because I'm also, well, I'll say this in character. Because I imagine we heard Fess say that I don't want to destroy the tapestry, at least maybe not the killing part.
I would have probably tried to say that, fucking quietly.
Yeah, exactly. But Murray does want to say to Dazzle loud enough that
I don't want to destroy it either, though. I want to fix it. Dazzle,
You're muted.
I know.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Murray.
Yeah.
Murray, if we fix it, we could all lose each other, though. They told me that we all could be dead. And I can't lose you guys. I'd do anything. I would do anything to keep you safe.
I know you would, kid. And I gotta tell you, not many people try to protect the old guy in the group. They're usually, not long for the worms, as they used to say. in the folks' home.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend too. And there is a possibility we could get hurt. But hey, when has death stopped us before? And also, I kind of want one of the tapestries to be true. Don't you? I'd really like to see the one where the people who have been in pain all their lives can breathe as easily as you're describing.
I don't think it's real. I don't think that's possible. And I don't know who is fucking with us. But why is that more believable than us just not fighting anymore?
Well, you might be talking to the wrong old guy, because I kind of swore my whole life that I would fight.
And you did. You've done it. You've retired and already come back and saved so many people. You did more than you ever had to do, Murray, already. You don't have,
I'm
have to
never,
fight forever.
I'm never gonna stop.
What if we found new ways to fight?
I took an oath a long time ago to be a hero, and then I took an oath to kill. And I think, all in all, my oath really is that I just want to make the world a better place before I go. And this is clearly something that feels destined. I might even say maybe even a little magical. But those are just fairy tales, and I know you want to be safe.
It's not that I want to be safe.
I know you want us to be safe. And
I'm so happy, Murray. I've never gotten to see you all be happy like that before. And if you saw it, you would do anything to make it real, I promise.
I pull you in for a hug.
And she kind of like resists at first and kind of caves and leans onto your shoulder.
I whisper into your ear and I say, if I was really, really happy where you saw me, unlike any emotion you've seen me felt in real life, then I've been a very bad friend indeed. Because I am very happy, Dazzle. And even when it hurts really, really badly, I'm okay to lose. I'm okay to lose. I'm okay with it.
My vision doesn't say that all of the other good stuff doesn't happen.
But it also didn't say it does. We could be happy, but everyone else might not be. And I don't think I could truly live happily if I knew that.
And as you talk, everyone else in the camp is slowly trickling through the portal as well.
Oh, everyone's going. Okay.
Yeah, everyone just started. They saw a few people go. They're like, oh, we're doing this.
Cool.
Barbara, Kempth, and Steady of Feet, Hilga, Finch, everyone's moving through until eventually it is just Dazzle, Murray, and Chirp.
Go through. I can't go through. If Silas isn't safe, and I don't know that Silas is safe, somebody has to watch those kids. We could be gone. Sometimes we're gone and we're gone for months. Somebody has to watch those kids. If there isn't somebody good with those kids,
What about
somebody
the trio?
will come in.
There's a bunch of
If
nice
somebody
old
good isn't
people
there
that
to
will
watch
help
the
them.
kids, somebody bad will always come in and take the kids.
Chirp. Lirin, who's been kind of hovering around the portal as well, watching this unfold, walks up to you and pulls out a little bit of glass. It's a small mirror from their bag and holds it up. I've been trying to hail Nigrum for the last half hour or so, hoping there was some way, if he survived the shipwreck, that he'd be able to respond, let us know he's okay. I didn't get him, but I don't think it's because he brought it with him and it sank. I think it's because he's a fucking twit and he left it at the hideout. Whoever is still there, they are not responding to me. But if there's something you can say through this that might get their attention, if the fledglings are still there, you might be able to speak with them.
Chirp grabs the mirror and he looks at Nykrum, or he looks at Lirin and he nods and he looks at Nykrum, who was there the whole time.
That's how you do it as a player.
Yes, and Vince.
Yeah. What do you say now,
looks-
Vince? Gotcha.
Oh shit! Zombie!
He looks at Lirin and he looks into the mirror and he holds it up and he goes, "Sup, birds?"
And you see what looks like it's just like dirt. Like it's just like dark. And you hear through the mirror a fluttering and a scrambling, and there's a chair tips over and silverware hits the ground. And one of the fledglings runs over. And you see a face appear over the mirror. Like, oh my god, Chirp! What? Oh,
Are you drunk? What is all that noise? Are you drinking?
No, we were stacking. And he points the mirror, and they were building like a tower of silverware from all of the cutlery they could find in the hideout, which is a surprising amount of cutlery.
Wow. Y'all took some of that from town, didn't you? We didn't have that many place settings. We didn't have that many.
Gone a while.
Yeah, we have. Listen, buddy, which one are you?
The first one.
Great. Huey,
That's right.
I need you to tell Dewey and Louie and the rest of you monsters, we're gonna be going away for a little while. Has anybody been by to look after you?
Well, yeah, that white Aarakocra that Nitram works with a lot has stopped by a couple times, but I think he was trying to pick some stuff up, but Nitram wasn't here, so
Yeah. Okay, but he keeps checking in?
yeah, no, he comes by.
Okay. When he comes by, number one, never follow that hippie to a second location.
Oh, okay.
And never accept anything that he gives you in a satchel. Number three, the next time he comes by, give him some gold and ask him to hang out for a little bit. Tell him we're looking for Nitram. Okay? Tell him to hang with you and watch y'all until we get back.
Okay.
What's the
fuck was his
matter?
name?
Huey?
Pachi.
Huey?
Pachi. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, what?
What's the matter?
Oh, no, sorry. It's... Oh, my God, they got it so high.
Oh my god. Okay, Murray.
Huey, focus, bud.
What? Yeah, sorry. Hi, I'm here. I'm here.
Focus.
I'm still here.
Listen to me. You don't answer the door for anybody except that bird or one of us when we come back, okay?
Yes, it is
Sure,
magically
sure.
sealed.
Sure.
Only 2 of you go out at a time to steal shit. The rest of you stay safe, okay?
Sure.
What, Murray?
Hang on. And Murray has the Farfoots.
Oh,
And point the mirror at them.
How's
Tell
their hair
them-
right? Their hair's all disheveled.
Yeah.
they look great.
Look
Covered in
amazing.
leaves and twigs.
No.
No.
No. Tell them to open the door for these two. They're coming to babysit.
Oh, I'm sending gnomes.
Smart.
Hang
No.
on.
They're the
Well,
best.
if this Patrick guy's got him, I'd love to go on the adventure with Bora.
I grab,
We're gonna
I grab both of the
Empire.
Farfoots. I grab both of the Farfoots,
Holy shit!
and I lean down and I go, "Gnomes, you know I love the shit out of you, right?
Little too
You
much,
know-
buddy.
Yeah,
Their names are the Farfoots.
I know their
No.
names. They're
Harold
Bora's
and
parents.
Belinda.
Gnomes, I love the shit out of you, and I need you to do something. You raised a very good kid.
Oh.
I know that you are great adventurers, but I know that you are even better parents, and I need you to do something for me, okay? There are 6 to 12, I forget how many. There are a lot of kids, and we need you to watch them for a little bit until we get back, all right? Please, keep them safe. Listen, Patrick is cool, but Patrick is cool. You know what I mean? I don't want Patrick
As you tap your beak.
yeah, I don't want Patrick to be the only person watching these kids. Please.
Oh, the Sundew route. Yeah.
The Sundew route.
It's a scourge. Well, where are they?
They're back in the place. Bora, what's the name of the place where we were?
The island or before?
Do you want to describe where the hideout was?
Yeah.
Because we can just say that you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We do.
You have a
Our
perfect
characters do.
recollection. Flawless. You can provide them directions to the sandbar where the hideout is dug out in.
Okay, fine, but we're taking the kombucha.
Take the kombucha and
Yeah.
listen. Do you want us to bring you something back? You want a souvenir? What do you want? You collect spoons?
Yes. You know what? We need new sconces for the house. If you can get some sconces from
That's
the palace.
not a souvenir. That's
Sconce?
houseware.
Yeah, I want it. We're redecorating. You know,
You
we're
got
That's
it.
not your interior designer, Farfa. Okay, fine.
Don't
Murray
let
will
her-
get you sconces.
I'll get you
Sweetheart, we're from
sconces.
Kelhani, okay? Our house fell apart. We gotta start a whole new life in Talthing
Don't
Saw. We
play
need some
your
fucking
little gnome
sconces.
violin for me, gnomes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Be
Can
safe.
wow, that's amazing. I
seriously.
lost my home. Gift me sconces.
It's the one thing we don't have.
Seriously, Farfoots, thank you so much. I really, if these kids didn't have somebody to watch them, I don't know what I would do. This means a lot.
It's our pleasure, really. And maybe you know what? You take long enough, I'll show them a few things from the old days. Oh God.
Careful.
All right.
Careful.
I've had a very active morning already.
I hand them
So-
a jar of guy oil. It helps the joints.
Oh, thank you. Oh, woo! Oh, smells like kale and a little bit of sardine and the bottom of a wet couch. Oh, it's great. Here we go. And
Pacific.
just rubbing it in. Our couch is very wet back at the house.
And I look at
I don't
Chirp
like
turns
that.
to Chirp turns to Murray and Dazzle and grabs one of their hands each and is like, "Okay, let's go do something stupid."
All right, bye-bye, Bora. Have fun storming the castle.
Thank you.
When Chirp grabs onto her hand, she doesn't pull it away, but it's just completely limp. She doesn't grab back at all. And she just kind of and walks.
We have a confessional for the quarter of Guy.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Quarter.
You know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching lately, and I kind of came to realize, you know, my place in all of this. At first, I thought I might be a villain, you know, like kind of a fun foil for the group. and then I really wanted to be a part of it, and so far neither of those things have worked out. So I think at this point, I'm really content with just kind of taking a back seat and letting things play out. Mostly because if I think this loud enough, maybe they'll stop killing me and kind of just let me hang out for a while. Oh, they're saying no. They're saying no. I can see them. They're shaking their heads. I don't know why in the field. I'm not talking out loud. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I feel my heart slowing down. Pretty sure I've lost all my blood, so this is probably it. Maybe I'll just head back to my domicile, hang out with Chase some more. He has some tests he wants to run. I painted some flames on the tube he puts me in, so it goes faster. Okay, well, peace. Second character's done a confessional, then immediately died in this episode.
Was it Tariv? Is that where the hideout was, or no?
No,
Well,
Tariv is
is
the
the
far
continent.
other continent. The little sandbar where the hideout was didn't have a name. It wasn't even on the map. It's just like a little shitty island, basically.
Not Aka then, like on
No,
the way.
Aka is
Okay,
the
we
big
get
island
it.
where
You
the wedding
take
was.
notes. We're
You
past
know-
that part.
I'm trying.
I'll send you the map, my friend.
I don't care anymore.
Oh, speaking of the map, just
Shame.
geography question. So if we are bamfing to Gold Sea Fields, is that way out of the way of Besnos, or does that help us get closer to Besnos?
It's closer to Besnos than you currently were. It does put you in the Kaziric Empire.
But we are technically making progress
You're making progress in a sense.
towards a version of a goal. Okay, cool. Good to know.
And as you do step through the rift, all of you step out onto new grass, the Gold Sea Fields, a place you come to know, unfortunately, quite well. Looking around you, there's a mountain range far to your west and a body of water not too far north of you.
Careful when you say body around here.
The air
Make
is
that
rather,
lake thick.
the air is rather heavy and tragic. And as you walk across Gold Sea Fields, you realize that the fields have these rolling curves to them, and you
No.
even
no.
as the wind blows through the grasses
No.
and weeds, there's a
Does the mountain
clapping.
got a booty?
There's
The
a
mountain
clapping.
got a booty?
Fields
You
is
are not.
thick?
Mount Thickums.
There's the desecration right there.
And you
There
realize,
it is.
yes, the field has been thoroughly desecrated, as it's nothing but donk as far as the eye can see.
What?
Dunk.
What total disrespect to use nature's donk as a petty battlefield.
Yeah. Okay.
Here we stand in the thickest, juiciest, curviest part of this entire land, and all we can think to do in it is commit violence. How
Look, I would go
dare
to
we?
war for these cakes.
You did.
You boy.
You died.
Yeah.
You,
No
you
choice
died
but to
for these
salute the
cakes.
Yeah, you did.
Edge
Now,
of tomorrow.
Dazzle, the doll is no longer guiding you at all. You yourself know where to go entirely on your own. As you determined earlier, you must find where the ritual was initially conducted in the tent all those months ago during the battle when you all, assisted by Kifo, attempted to break the doll's connection with Losha.
Oh.
I'll just be walking in that direction.
Did you respond to the DM, Murray?
Voice in your head.
No, that
Oh.
was that. No, when Murray doesn't remember something, it's because Gina doesn't remember something. So I was like, what are we talking about? What ritual? I was like, you snuck in. That's all I remember.
There's a reason I put all that text in there.
Nice.
There's a reason you gave me glasses to remember things.
So I'm
Chirp
just
is,
walking in the direction I know it to go, just like
Yeah.
head down.
Yeah. I'll
Chirp
follow
is
you there.
walking after Dazzle, but like is walking a few feet behind and just like being very quiet.
It's funny you say that because we have a confessional for Chirp.
Oh boy.
I don't wanna. There. I said it. I don't wanna. This is a 50% destruction of the world, Chance, and I don't wanna. I am tired of flipping this stupid coin. Can I be honest with you? I'm not that bright. I should not be one of 6 people making decisions that affect the entire world. And here's what goes down in my stupid brain. Because I've been an idiot my entire life, and I'm a confidence man. Do you know what that means? That means if you ask me anything, I'm going to answer with confidence, whether I know it to be true or not. And so every time we sit in the middle of one of these problems, people go, what should we do? And I hear something stupid come out of my beak. And it just sounds like, oh, Chirp knows what he's talking about. He's got a good idea. Oh, Chirp's actually thinking this time. I'm never thinking. Never. And every time I feel like a human man. I'm just failing my way up. I keep being given more and more responsibility and respect. And I shouldn't. And can I tell you something? Here's something else, if I'm being completely honest. All of my friends are idiots too. This is terrifying. We are marching up a hill right now, following my friend, who, by the way, on the best of days, is a homicidal maniac.
Thanks, John Mulaney.
But she is very, very sure of herself right now. And I feel like if I don't do this, she's going to be even more mad at me. And I'm now stuck between a 50% chance of destroying the world and making the only person that's stuck by me my entire life mad at me. And I don't know what to do because I'm an idiot.
So as
I'm
you
walking
all-
very quietly and 5 feet behind and saying nothing.
We're giving off a little bit of that stress right now. My goodness. Well, indeed, you do find a little plot of earth as you wander through the field there, Dazzle. Long vacated, but the grass is just slightly of different height here. In the shape of a large square. Some kind of tent or structure definitely once stood here. What do you do?
Do I know from any of the visions that I have had where I should be looking?
I could say you are drawn to this spot for sure. And looking at it now, you could even just consult your memory and you realize how you were all configured when the ritual took place, what you were doing at the time, how you were assembled around the tent, how Bora was attempting to use whatever magic she could to sever this connection with Kifo, how the rest of you were puzzling over the doll before you all decided to abandon it as not having worked and took to the battlefield instead.
Remind me, was that when Bora tried to speak the language of the founders and then...
I believe you are correct.
Yeah.
The book. I haven't used the book in forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
you must
Actually
read from the book. Sorry.
Sorry, I just remembered.
They didn't even catch in a mummy reference here. Yeah, so
known.
Dazzle, you do know this is the spot for sure. You know this is where you're supposed to be.
Dazzle, just starts kind of digging and prestidigitating in the dirt.
Chirp just leans down and starts slowly digging next to her. What are we looking for?
The tapestry?
Okay.
I know this is the spot, and I won't do anything when I find it. For now, I just need to find it.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah. What are you trying to discern there?
If she's lying.
Oh.
Oh, sure.
17. This is the only number I've rolled today.
That's right.
Dazzle, are you attempting to defend against that?
No, I'm not going to. Dazzle means it. She seems frantic, but not like she's trying to hide anything. Like she wouldn't be able to right now, quite simply. She's kind of got it all out on the line.
So
You know for sure Dazzle believes everything she's saying.
Can I look around? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, what?
was saying that Naseek was saying that the thing is metaphorical. Can we dig for a metaphor?
Can certainly reach for one.
Hey!
Hey!
He looks over at Fess, and she's just got glasses and a mustache, and is just like,
Rip off my Groucho Marx and just throw it.
Tapping into a cigar.
Yeah, lights on fire.
Ella, were you also trying to do something there?
Yeah, I was gonna try and like look around, see if I can sense any kind of like magic or just something. Can I look for a metaphor?
can I borrow a feeling?
Can I roll for metaphor?
Do you want to? What are you trying? So give me a skill. What are you trying to do here?
So I think what I would be looking for the tapestry is I would be looking for the same kind of power that I see when I see like Philemon, or back when we were sensing like the doll's power or something like that. So God, I really don't want it to be Arcana. But I think it has to be, unless it can be perception for some reason.
We have rerolls for a reason, yo.
Yeah. And you have personal.
Okay, but I have like a -1. That was cocked. That was a 9. I'm using a reroll. That was an 11. I'm using a reroll.
Yep. Keep going.
Hang on. I'm just gonna go through every D20 I have. That was a 7. I'm using a reroll.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That was a 4. I'm using a reroll.
Yep.
God.
Thank you, chat.
Natural 20!
Yay!
Literally crit fishing.
Yeah, and you fish deep.
10.
Okay, so yes, so reaching out, not with any particular skill or spell necessarily, but just like sensing the space and trying to take it in as best you can understand it. You also hearken back to the structure of things, back when you first performed that ritual, where people were, where things were, and you feel like there is almost an energetic void in the center of this square where the tent used to be. There's a spot where something is supposed to go. You feel an emptier space than the empty space.
So how far, like digging, like how far down?
No, it's right in front of you. Right at the floor.
I'm just gonna reach out my hand towards that like
area.
Space.
It's at your feet. And remembering back to the first ritual you performed, that is where the doll was placed on the ground.
Oh.
Thank you, Murray.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Dazzle. All y'all.
Yeah.
I think we need the doll.
Oh, we have to put the doll back in the thing?
I think we need that power here.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is the part we talk it through. Now that we know what we need to do.
Are we all part of this, or should we stand back?
Ooh.
We're kind of sort of talking mostly
Hi,
to
I'm
the core.
Kim. Sorry.
Yeah,
Hi.
we're talking mostly to the core group, but I guess we would love to hear some opinions from some other people, I guess.
I don't know what is going on.
Okay, well then why don't you step back instead of trying to insert
Go
yourself,
ahead and
Kemp,
just
okay?
stand guard.
I'm gonna
What's
pull
my
the
place?
doll just
Stand
out of my
guard.
bag for now.
Wait, who's here?
Kimph, the orc, husband of Urbara.
So I pull the doll just out of my bag and not setting it down yet. Dazzle does something you've never seen her do before, and she puts her hands on the forehead of the doll, like like an evil check, and I cast Detect Good and Evil.
Nice.
Love this.
I see. Okay.
It's a spicy night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but you guys have the incantation, which is I do it.
Right.
I do it.
This one has a different one, which is just evil check.
Evil check.
You detect no evil.
No evil anywhere around.
I mean, you would detect no.
Okay.
That's so weird.
Nothing like coming
Yeah.
off of her shoulders or
I
anything.
thought
like-
through it, and I'm like, nah, there's nothing there.
No, nothing. Aberration,
You get
celestial,
evil, you
elemental,
have to
fey,
tell me.
fiend, or undead.
Great. So you place the doll on the ground.
Is this erasing
I don't
it
yet.
thing? Okay.
No,
good.
no, no. This is just so we can see the tapestry. I think this is how we interact with the tapestry.
This isn't the decision.
This isn't it yet.
Okay.
Are we going
Finally,
to
I'm
talk
gonna know what
about
the
it?
tapestry is.
Well,
Do you want to talk about it now, or do you want to talk about it? Later?
Oh, I don't know. I was just making sure we weren't immediately erasing the tapestry because I feel
No.
like this is a really
No.
good. Okay.
Do we
good.
think
I do not
seeing
wanna
the-
I think that's
is-
a very fair question, Murray.
Is
Thank you.
seeing the tapestry going to help us?
Yeah, probably.
I
we
mean,
don't even know if we can interact with it.
we need the most information that we can get before we make this decision because we are so divided on it.
Yeah.
Bess, are you
The
comfortable?
thing is, we're not
No.
divided.
Are you
Let's
okay if
go.
we do it?
Yes.
We are, sweetheart.
Okay.
No, it's no one.
Your opinion of this, your wishes for this matter, sweetheart.
We're
That's why
following
there's
your
a
lead.
division.
You said earlier that we could put it to a vote, and it's just me.
No, we're with
No.
you. Go ahead.
We have to find out. We have to find out what we can do.
Whatever decision we make it together.
Hmm.
Okay? We need all the information first, and there are a lot of strong feelings. All right? So we need to handle this as delicately and as much awareness of what's happening as possible. Do you understand?
I set the doll down.
Don't do what you
And-
did in the cave. And then she just takes a step back.
It's funny
Yeah.
because as you move the doll closer to the ground, once you get within a couple of feet of it, the doll just goes and like as if drawn by a magnet locks
like
into
that.
that place in
Don't like
space.
that. Don't like that.
It sticks.
While that's happening, Dazzle just turns to Fess and goes, "You can hate me as much as you want, but I'm the only one that could have even gotten this doll here. Remember that you couldn't have carried it. And I'm doing my goddamn best."
Just remember, you don't choose for everyone. And
Or
there's
as much-
someone that was
Chirp without realizing it has immediately put a hand on Fess's shoulder, just very carefully, just in a like, it's not even touching her because he knows if he touches her, she'll fucking snap right now, but it's hovering just in case she even moves a few inches forward.
I didn't choose. I was chosen to carry this.
You made a choice with a demon without consulting anyone else. Jiren told me.
And
Have
your
better
lives
judgment
for it.
today.
Would you rather be dead?
We're choosing to follow you, and Bora will put her hand on Dazzle's shoulder.
I want to know.
Wow.
I want to know, Fess. Instead of you holding it against me for the rest of my life, would you rather be dead?
It's not the point. You didn't leave the choice to the group.
Everyone wants
You say that the ends justify the means.
Would you rather be dead?
Yes.
All hands just drop.
I just look over to Bora.
We're following you now.
I'm sorry, Bora. And turns back to the doll.
The doll locks into place before you right now. And at first, nothing seems different. You see nothing new, hear nothing new, until it feels like there's just an imperceptible shift in the world around you. And you all feel like you could just turn a corner, plunge from a precipice, and be somewhere different. And you feel as though there were a balance that you could walk, a line between the two you could pose yourself upon, where you would be at the nexus of this split. And Dazzle, you know that you must walk that balance. All of you feel yourselves drifting to that central point. What do you all do?
As Bora had her hand closest to Dazzle, I feel like we're all sort of drifting and we get into a single file line.
Mhm.
She'll put her hands on Dazzle's shoulders and then join everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody needs to be. We can't get lost here. If we get pulled in different directions, that could be
Well, the
it.
world doesn't change around you.
Mm.
Everything around you is exactly where it is, where it was. Nothing shifts, but you feel it's the hardest thing to describe.
Mm-hmm.
You feel you changing. You feel the fact of reality around you altering, although the space stays the same. You feel as though you've moved, but you haven't. Almost as though there were a dimension of space just one higher than the 3 you're used to, and there's been a shift in that.
We're in both fields.
And
We're in
looking
both
around,
fields.
Yep.
We're standing in both fields at once.
Yeah.
Both sides of the tapestry.
and
We're
there
in
is
the
indeed
in between.
a warp in reality. The
Oh.
battlefield, just previously vacant, is now littered with the ephemeral remnants of thousands of soldiers. Some still decomposing, some merely bits of armor, but you realize these corpses are Khazaric soldiers. But as you see it, you also don't. It's real and it's not. The battlefield is both vacant and strewn, both equally real and equally unreal, not sharing the same space, but each completely dominating it as the canon outcome simultaneously. And all of your other various rebellion friends are here too. Mate, I've got to say, this is some of the most fucked up shit. That was Herbara.
Oh.
Liren is the higher voice Australian.
Yep.
I got like 9 voices, you guys.
Yeah,
Do
right.
great. Do great.
Chirp looks at Fess and kind of just gets up close, doesn't touch her, still doesn't touch her, and just gets up close and is like, it's freaky weird. It's spiritual stuff. It's magical stuff. The battle is over. It already happened. Take a deep breath and just be here with us, okay? We have an important decision to make right now. All the stuff you're seeing, it's just as not here as it is here. And if you don't want it to be here, just don't see it. Look at me and look at us, okay? All right. So, which one means the tapestry is destroyed?
Ella,
And which one fixes it?
as everyone begins to puzzle over where and what is going on right now, you see something as well. Someone standing in the field locking eyes with you. It's the woman whose life you saved after the battle, the person who you used that diamond on to bring her back from the dead at the Battle of Gold Sea Fields. She also has a little bit of that not here look to her, but she's locking eyes with you. And at about 20 yards out, you can see she's saying something. but you can't quite make out what it is. However, roll me perception.
Oh, I can do that one. I'm gonna use one of my luck points.
Hey.
I'm gonna use another one of my luck.
Okay.
Okay. 19.
With a 19, you're actually able to see what she's mouthing. And you can just see that she is saying the word Izero. There's something else in there, but she's saying the name of a city before she also begins to glitch into the environment around her.
Is there Bora, is there anything? Do we remember anything from Mizero? Or we haven't?
You were there. That's where you met Songbird, and you misted the woman in the aviary.
Okay.
This is a long time ago.
That was a long time to say. That was.
You also notice, I'm very sorry to say, every corpse, every body in this field is dummy fucking thick.
Oh, God.
The Kaziriks have cake and you all know it.
I can't fault their training regimen.
And I'm
I
not
can hate
saying
them
this
for a
is
lot of
related.
things.
Devil's food cake. Look away.
I'm not saying this is related, but we have a confessional for Dazzle.
I'm deeply distracted by these soldiers. Jesus Christ. Look, I was going to say a bunch of stuff about feeling really alone right now and abandoned by everybody, like I have my entire life, and feeling like everybody is really easily able to discard me at any given notice because I am essentially only a burden in my sheer existence. But Jesus Christ, the ass on those fucking soldiers. Like, that's the kind of ass that makes you switch sides, doesn't it? Like, that's the kind of ass that could sway a battle. Do you think it had something to do with the result of the battle in our timeline? Because that is distracting, genuinely. I mean, we are in the middle of a literal time warp. Everything is broken and we are seeing two realities at once. And all I can think about is Soldier Donk. Jesus Christ. It's like they're not moving and I can still hear it clapping. Wow. Okay. Anyways, no, I can't. I'm sorry.
The clap of those who came before. The clap of those who fought for our freedom.
Clap, the sound of booty cheeks.
Oh my God. Well, indeed, the world glitches and shifts around you. You can tell, looking about, that no living thing is meant to inhabit this strange reality between worlds. But in moments, it does seem just ever so slightly, bit by bit, to settle and resolve. The corpses in the field disappearing again, and the world around you returning to the familiar. You do, however, still feel it. You're walking that line, and now there's no getting off that train.
Looks like
So
we
many
all can't find a
metaphors.
metaphor. Yeah.
Just a lot of metaphors.
Is this because trains have cabooses?
And
Yeah.
lines.
Everyone, okay.
I don't know what to do.
There's all this talk about weaving things back together or destroying them, but whatever we do, how are we going to know what ends up being true?
If we alter the consciousness that we inhabit, how do we know we were altered at all?
Are we all high?
Okay, you've been hanging out with Pachik too much.
Or whatever.
Do we need a reminder of what the two halves of the tapestry were?
Yes, please.
Okay, so from the letter
yes.
you
'Cause I
received from
have it.
Philemon, Oh, please, yeah, read it.
Do you want me? It's because I still have the letter. I keep looking at it because I keep forgetting it. I'm trying to find extra meaning in it, and so it says, I saw 1,000 thoughts threaded as one into a magnificent two-sided tapestry. One side depicting a great raven, a sprig of night bloom and jasmine in the beak, the cities of the empire crumbling in its wake as it flew, and statues erected to you and your friends as heroes. But its reverse side did not agree. It showed the cities crumbling, but you were not there. Teresa stood basking in light, her very body the size of a nation, watched by 1 billion sleeping eyes, and it was the only side of the tapestry that was still being weaved.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you've read it before, but I don't really listen to you very often. And
Here, let me hand it over to y'all in case anyone has trouble.
And
following.
that's kind of-
We'll read stuff aloud.
that's sort of on me, I guess. But now that we're standing in this sort of wiggle space, it sounds like we have to keep just one side. Just one side is the one that gets to continue, right? Because the tapestry is a metaphor. Did you all know that the tapestry is a metaphor?
Oh.
No, I didn't put that together.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
God
take it
damn
easy. Look, we're all part of this together. Okay.
Oh my God.
Listen, I'm here in the between worlds.
How
Just like
are
you
here
guys.
that now?
Chirp.
What?
Is the side with the night blooming jasmine and the bird the one we already did, and the weave one is the one where we could change things?
It's the one that Teresa clearly survives on.
Either
we're not there.
either we get our statues and everything ends, or we bring Teresa back and we're not there. But everything gets to keep going.
The letter did ask if we're willing to be forgotten.
Also, the raven and the night bloom and jasmine are only on one side. So Fess, you might get your wish after all.
I think I'd be okay with that. Murray just finally, he's in the back and you just hear him yell that. I think I'm okay to be forgotten.
You?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't sound right, but it was in my head and then I just said it.
But if they forget you, we're going to have to wait to get into restaurants.
That's true.
We
But at
never have
least-
to wait for that.
At least there'd be restaurants.
Now, this is just a little question that I've got. Forgotten. But still around?
Yeah, guys, maybe it just means we're not
Or-
the story that they tell.
No.
We don't know that we die. And we don't know that. Words are weird.
We don't know that we died, but what if we just never existed?
Why would that happen?
That's a
But there's-
great question.
Think about that. The only part we're changing is a part of a story that we already exist in for a long time before this moment.
I know, but what if we are the thing that changed it? So what if weaving the tapestry back together means that we weren't there, that we didn't exist, and that is what makes the difference?
There's also the third option of destroying whatever this tapestry is. Why should something like this have control over what we do or whether we live?
If we destroy this, what takes its place?
Does anybody know what the tapestry is exactly a metaphor for? That would help me out a great deal with this.
I think it's the story. It's the future. It's
Everybody
the
seems to
story
have their own
that's
take
gonna
on
get
it.
told, right? It's what exists. It's the tale of us and in this war.
Fess, what do you think?
Make your choice.
We're not making this without you.
Don't know. Looking at the side of the tapestry with Teresa, with the world freed, that's all I can see. But I understand that that's all I know, and it's not the whole story. And I trust all of you more than I trust myself in this moment. And I think she nods at Chirp and then just like locks eyes with Dazzle. So make your choice. And I will follow. That's all I've ever done.
Philemon told me that we need to mend this tapestry.
What?
And so did the woman in the library.
What
If
did
it
he say was
means-
the consequence if we didn't?
Said what did he get? I might need some help here, Vince, because I don't
Well, it's
think I ever
notable
got
actually
a real.
because
I don't think he had
Philemon,
an answer.
Philemon never really outlined a consequence. He just said that that's what you need to do. And it's worth noting, Philemon doesn't always understand the reasons
Right.
why he knows things, just happens to know them.
Philemon, you know Philemon. Philemon just knows that things need to happen.
Philemon, the one
Who led us to our deaths so that we could understand the power that Losha brought, and that you became worthy of holding the doll.
I didn't want to hold the doll.
But
This
we needed
sucks.
someone to do it.
This sucks. I didn't want this. We've never. Philemon has not been proven to be right.
He
But
hasn't
he's
been
not the
proven
only
to
one.
be wrong. He knew that we needed to. He knew that we needed to die in that place because we would come back, and we came back. And after all this tragedy, I get this message from him with this weird prophecy. I don't know what it is. And he told me to protect Lyran. And that is why I was in the opposite end of the battlefield from Fest that day. And that if I do not continue on this path, in that choice, and I doubt him now, then I let Fest die for no reason.
If we let this come true, we, as far as we understand it, will all cease to exist. And Bora will reach down for Fess's hand. Regardless of what happens, I'm grateful for the small amount of time that we were able to have. And at least we were able to have this. But moving forward, we just need to see this through.
Nazik is staring out over the fields toward the horizon and turns back to you all. You know, I think whatever's going to happen to either of these worlds, I don't think it's happening right now. But we do need to make a difference to save whoever we can. And you know, the city of Izero is not very far from here. And right now, it's a Kazuric stronghold. We might not have an army, but we have pretty much everybody who's hot shit on the continent right here, right now.
Are you saying
Guys,
just
Are you
Stop.
saying fuck off from this whole thing and just go sack a Kaziric city?
I think we could sack a fucking city.
Bora grips Fess's hand and just says, "We've got a
Wait.
target."
Wait, so this isn't a
Thank God! Please let me go kill something.
thing? I'm sorry, is this not a thing that has to happen right now? We put the magic doll in the thing and we feel like we're in 7 places? We don't have to do anything about that?
Look, here's the thing. I have no idea what the fucking blanket means. I don't want to hurt anyone except for bad guys. Can we please go do a murder?
Oh my God.
I Dazzle, I don't know how you feel about delaying this decision because I don't know if it feels like we need to make this decision right now. But looking over there, remember that woman whose life I saved when I couldn't save Fess's because I didn't have time with the diamond that I specifically had so I could save one of y'all's lives, and then one of you died too far away from me.
Okay, we don't have to keep talking about how
Yeah, you like really go deep into that every time. Like, yeah, we remember the woman.
I remember.
She's also telling it, but she just keeps saying Izero.
Hey,
Can we
there's nothing
see?
I love. There's nothing I love more than delaying responsibility.
You don't
if
see
can.
her.
Okay.
But it does feel like we all just did all of this for nothing right now. Then
Well,
No.
we're here.
No. We just dumped a bunch of spices in a soup. We gotta let that shit marinate. Like a lot of spices, and I want this chicken fucking ripe. So maybe
We're also so much closer to Zero now than we were before, and it's thanks to you, Dazzle. You pointed us in the right direction.
yeah. I
Hey,
feel
Lyra.
weird and pumped.
G'day.
You got any of your little underlings that can watch a magical cursed doll while we go sack a city?
Oh, I don't think we should leave that here.
No. Take the
we
key.
keep the doll.
Can we even
Yeah, we
grab
could
the
probably
doll? The
take
doll
that
went
with us.
can we?
the doll went ka-chunk.
Dazzle, you want to try
I
and
think
grab
that
it?
Dazzle probably
Yeah, I'll
could.
try.
It lifts off cleanly.
Look at all this power we have.
You're the chosen one.
Hey,
Put it back
good
in
for
my
you.
satchel.
Are we? You guys? Are we sacking a fucking city?
I think so.
Yeah, let's go sack a city.
Gonna
I
kill
want to.
everyone.
And on that, we will end for tonight. Thank you all so much for the wonderful support, for the donations, for viewing, for showing up, showing out, subs, resubs, follows, everything. Y'all are amazing. Even if you could only give us your time tonight, that is more than enough, and we love you so much for it. Hop on to the Discord to make sure you stay up to date with the community and updates with what's happening with the channel. I still got beans. And also jump on the Patreon, where for the right tier, you can also interact with our story in fun and unique ways. We do have the pedestal coming up, but before that, let's go around the table, say who we are, who we've been, and where to find us.
Woo.
Yay! I am Xander Jeanneret. I've been Bora, your emotional support for Bulg. And you can find me all over the internet at Xanderific with 2 R's and 1 F. My main hub is Twitter. I also stream here on Twitch. Check out my Twitter for my schedule. I stream some storytelling pretty much every night of the week.
Wait. Hi. Sorry. Hi. I'm Abria Iyengar. Fess. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Qiddie. The finale of Exandria Unlimited was last night, but you can catch the YouTube VOD on Monday at noon. On Wednesdays, you can catch me on Into the Motherlands. Starting next Wednesday, you can actually catch me on the 7 Dropout. Dimension 20's new season on dropout.tv. You can also go there and check out the game that I ran, Misfits and Magic.
Do it.
Next Friday, you can catch me on Critical Role for part 2 of the ESO Blackwood. It's like a 3-shot, several shot. I don't know if we're supposed to say how many. It's more than one and less than a campaign.
It's
shot.
a venti.
Yeah.
They released it. You're allowed to say how many it is. You're allowed to say how many it is. They told it was out.
It's a bigger
Perfect.
shot.
Thank you. And then on Monday, you can actually catch me over on Smosh Games. I'm gonna run a little one shot of something for my baby.
Oh,
It's gonna be so good. That's at 1:00, correct?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Close
1
enough.
o'clock.
That's your
if you
call time.
Wow.
better to be
I'm
early.
Clock.
very
1
bad at
o'clock
this.
Mountain Time, everybody.
No.
Yes. And then on Tuesday, you can catch me over on D&D Beyond's channel for a game celebrating their 4th anniversary. So lots of stuff coming up.
Oh, so much stuff. Hi, I'm Sage Ryan. I go by Not Sage everywhere on the internet. Tonight I've been Dazzle, your fallen Aasimar warlock, with a touch of sorcerer. Detect good and evil sure ain't my warlock shit.
Shit!
Learning new tricks.
Multi-class.
You can find me on this channel all the dang time for a bunch of fun shows, including tomorrow for Damsels Dice and Everything Nice. You can find me on Smosh Games on Monday playing with Abria. Pretty tight. And they're all the damn time. You can find me on the D&D channel for the Black Dice Society. I'll also be over on D&D Beyond on Friday before this game next week for one of their charity games for Jasper. And I'm around. It's the majority of it. It's fine. The list gets too long at some point. I'm around. Here mostly. I'm around here a lot.
What's up, birds? I'm Anthony Carboni. I've been playing Chirp Burbington, your honest, forthright, and caring Eric Okra monk.
All right.
You can catch me here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time with Sage. We do a morning news show called It's Too Early, and it's very good. You can also catch me Fridays on my science comedy podcast with Jeff Kanata called We Have Concerns. There's a new episode out today about a new legal precedent that was set that says an AI can actually be credited as the inventor of something on a patent. That's frightening and cool.
It's about time.
If you want to check that out, head to wehaveconcerns.com. You can find me everywhere on the internet at A Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. And you can also find me skulking around in the shadows. What am I doing there? No one knows. I'm a mystery.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kaylee Bray. I've been your Turtle Death Cleric this evening. You can find me on Twitter at HoppaBarbarian. I'm losing track of what I'm allowed to talk about and what I'm not. You can find me on Wednesdays on the official Walking Dead Twitch channel, doing some watch-alongs of Walking Dead episodes. Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Catch me here for Trouble in Techburg, our Kids on Bike show. It's so much fun. There's lots of chaos. It was also a real emotional episode this week. There's a lot of feelings apparently. And tomorrow, I am the GM for Damsels Dice and Everything Nice, our Princess Dungeons and Dragons show. It is so much fun. It's gonna be a big old boss fight tomorrow. So don't miss that. And I'll talk about all the other stuff I'm allowed to talk about when I'm allowed to talk about it.
Hi, I've been Gina DeVivo, playing Murray, the very sweet man with long hugging arms, who's very confused and very forgetful, but loves his friends a whole lot. You can catch me online at Pocket Gina. I'm usually all over the place. This Monday, please watch a Star Trek show, Clear Skies, over on the Q Time Space. It is great. We have a really cool episode because our party split, so we have like really intimate episodes with lots of guests that I don't think I'm allowed to announce. So please watch because there's some cool guests, y'all. That's
Always
this Monday.
Split the party.
Always split the party.
We always be
And
split.
it's beautiful. So check that out, and then keep your eye on MySpace, not MySpace, but my Twitter space.
All of you are in my top 8.
Thank you.
But also, Gina, if they want to follow you on MySpace, what's your MySpace profile?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's just
What if she had
Vincent
known?
Queso.
Yeah.
It's QUESO.
Oh, I think I do know I remembered my URL. I'm not giving it to you. Just remember.
You're just teasing us.
No, not gonna get. I'll put it in your. Yeah. So yeah, do that, and you watch Misfits and Magic. Do it. Oh. I've been watching it I've been watching it once a week. I had my finale last night with that instead, and I freaking loved it, and I think you will too. So check it out, and I might be doing something fun next Thursday. Check it out. I'll announce it later because I don't know if I can.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And I'm Vince Casso. I've been your DM for tonight.
Queso.
You can find me. You can find me on the tweets, Instas, and on Twitch at Vince Casso, where I always have some kind of wild shenanigans going on. Stay tuned on the socials for project announcements, and thank all of you for being here tonight.